So, good evening, good evening. And it is a good evening because eventually, finally, the toe-sucking weirdo has left the football club. He's got bored of sucking things at Arsenal. So he's taken his Brazilian ass up to Forest, up the M1. And now he's going to be doing it at Nottingham Forest. Good luck, Forest. Any Forest fans watching, good luck. You're going to need it. This guy is horrible. 750 inside real quick. 150 on the likes is horrific. A little bit like Edu's career at Arsenal in the hierarchy positions. So make sure you are subbing to all the lads. Make sure you're subbing to me. Millimeters from 105k on here as well. And make sure you're firing these likes up. Jez, happy Monday, my friend. How you feeling, mate?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's cheered my day up. I hurt my back yesterday evening. I'm in bloody agony, but I'll tell you what, this makes it a whole damn sight better. The only thing is, next one, Arteta, go. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Nottingham Forest, but yeah, good. See ya. Because at the end of the day, he obviously watched Matty's show yesterday afternoon, which I have to say, Matty was a brilliant show.
Fantastic.
When you put up his CV, which actually doesn't look very good, does it really? So, fair, you know what I'm saying? Big football club employs an idiot like that. Well, he's going out the door. Good luck and see you later.
Yeah, facts. Kenny, how are you, mate? Have you been for your run, your morning jog?
No, I haven't been for your run. I got distracted. The news was coming. My phone was... But one thing I would say is that one thing is facts. Facts don't get in the way of feelings. Money always talks. When money changes hands, doesn't matter how much a player or a director of football apparently loves a football club, there's no loyalty in football. But thankfully, it's no loss at all. No loss at all. One thing I would say, and this is just a genuine question, not to cause any problems, can people now who said this window was 8 out of 10 window, can you now please tell us, now Edu's gone and now that he doesn't give you access to a football club anymore, could you please now assess this transfer window for what it really is? I'd really be grateful if you do that, because at the end of the day, you don't need him no more.
Facts. Matty, the dossier of disaster, the dossier of doom. 3 hours, 12 minutes of you and the lads spitting absolute facts about this shyster. And you wake up today, Matty, and he's gone. What are you saying?
I couldn't believe Lee was the first message I saw this morning. He was like, hey, man, he's out. And I couldn't believe it. I had to look. I rolled over quick. I said, wait a minute, is he at the football club? And I looked, and I said, oh my goodness, he's out for real. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, 3 hours and 12 minutes of going in on that complete absolute fraud. He was an absolute fraud. Absolute fraud. 2011, he joins Corinthians. They are in first place, winning title after title after title. Within 3 years, he's leaving the club and they're finishing fourth. That's what we employ. Goes to the Iranian national team, 2014. They said, no, we've seen enough immediately. He's out of there. Same year. 2016, 2019. We all know what happened to Brazil in that World Cup. 7-0. He's there, and then he gets the title. He comes to Arsenal. They make a position for him, and then he's the first technical director at Arsenal Football Club, a club like Arsenal, steeped in history like this. And we're employing a novice to run our football club. And all you got to do is just go look at these transfers over the last several years, and you'll see how foolish this man has operated. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, he is one of the sole reasons why this team is going backwards, and it's the way it's set up, the way it is right now. We have literally got to almost do a rebuild because he screwed up. Forest, see, I didn't realize he was going to Forest. I just saw he left. That was all I was concerned about. Well, he's going over to Forest. I can tell you what, every tree over there to get cut down now that he's over there. That is absolutely a nightmare. That is a walking dumpster fire. And I'm telling you, this football club is better off today because he is gone. That's one piece of the pie gone. Now we've got to deal with the supreme doofus. We're going to get him after a while. He's going to be out of here soon. I already told Lee, me and Lee talked about 30 minutes here, and I told Lee my prediction, he'll be the next one. He at the end of the season, he's going to take his ball, and he's going to go home too. Get ready.
Yeah, facts. Listen, big ups to everyone locked in, man. Any of the mods in this chat, or one of the mods in this chat, I don't really see many in here, if I'm honest. Oh, Dow's in there. If you could get all three of the lads' links, Static's here. Static could do it. He's got him copy and paste. All the lads' links, Static, please, my guy. Bless up to you, man. I know you haven't copy and paste. Yeah, big up, man. But listen, bless up. Look at that in seconds. My guy, you know. Yeah, but pinned comment, Kenny's Instagram, KennyKen1972, Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More, Matty's channel, The Southern Gooner. Go and check out all of their content as well. Matty did a stream earlier. There was a guy on there that I've never seen on YouTube before in my life, an older head spitting absolute facts about this football club. So big up to that guy. Yeah, DJB, I think his name was on your screen.
Yeah, DJB, yeah.
That guy was spitting fact after fact after fact about this football club. So don't let people sit there like the Bavs of this world and the Agals, respectfully, I like Agal, and all these other people and believe, that we're just the outcast and it's just us four. Yeah, maybe Northside and Potts and a few others. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of us that can't stand the way this football club is run. So don't believe everything you see on the internet. Yeah, match day going fans. Yeah, Dan told us on the emergency meeting the other night after the game. He said they're louder on the concourse than they are in their seats. Kenny, you go to games, you'll know that's true as well.
100%. I can guarantee you that the people who go to games, they have no Twitter profiles whatsoever, and if they are, they've only got a handful of followers. They don't watch. They watch YouTube only if people send them links of this show or AFTV, but they have no interest of being prominent goodness. All they care about is the 90 minutes, enjoying their day out. Any discussions they'll have in a pub. That's all they tend to do. And I can tell you one thing now: fans are not happy. I've had a litany of messages from people, calling out the manager for his tactics on Saturday and his team selection. And I have a litany of people now thinking one loss against Chelsea will be us out of the title race, and then they'll be looking at Arteta's resume. As simple as that. Believe it or not, not much mention of they do until today. And bloody hell, I can tell you now, the messages, and all of them seem to say two words: good and riddance. That says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you look at it's like the brother that was on this morning, and he said, "I've been supporting the club for 50 years, home and away, going, to and from." He said, "This is an absolute joke what he's seen." And yesterday, Jez was on. Shout out to Jez, Kyle, Warren, and we said it yesterday. This club needs more voices from the older heads. Because they think, like Lee said, people think we're crazy when we say this. Anybody that supported Arsenal 20 plus years, we've seen success. In this last 5 years, it's been an absolute mess. That this team, they have ran this football club into the ground. And like I said yesterday, the head is off of the snake now, because that was the PR arm of Arsenal. He was the PR arm of Arsenal, and now the spotlight has shifted, and now it's on Arteta. And Kenny just hit on something that I was getting messages from people the same weekend. What was that, y'all? I had one of my homeboys, an American, but he's a Liverpool fan, messaging me. He goes, "Hey man, what was that display on Saturday from y'all team? What was that?" And I said, "Bro, that's how it's been for the last year. Y'all just now waking up to it now because it's been repeated over and over and over and over. We've seen that's garbage all year long." And let me tell y'all something, for all y'all fans that want to get on there, because Jez Lee Kenny, the narrative Saturday up into this morning, oh, well, Odegaard comes back, he's going to get it right. Odegaard's going to get this team going. Okay, we'll see.
Cool. Let's bring up some Odegaard stats for you. Yeah, let's bring up Odegaard stats. Odegaard stats, total stats. I will get back into the comments in a second, guys. The super chats are pinned as well. Odegaard's stats in the Premier League since he joined Arsenal Football Club on loan and then continued on from there on a full deal. 125 appearances, 31 goals. Goals per match, 0.25. Headed goals 1, goals with right foot 3, goals with left foot 27. Pens 2, free kick scored 1. 1 direct free kick. Shots, 241, which is just under 2 a game. Shots on target, 82, which is a shooting accuracy of 34%. Hit the woodwork twice. Big chances missed, 13. Assists, for all you assist heads, 23 and 125. Passes per match, 45.95. Big chances created. This is the one there, because this is what I keep hearing. Then we're going to go to his defensive stats, because he's the first line of defense. Big chances created in 125 appearances in the Prem, 39. Crosses, 267, which is just over 2 a game. Cross accuracy, 29%.
Wow.
Through balls, 87. Accurate long balls, 158. These are the most damning stats, yeah? Fouls, 89. Yellow cards, 11. Red cards, none. Offsides, 8. Not them ones, but that tells me that he's not aggressive enough, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 125 appearances. Remember this, and now remember these stats that I'm going to read out now. Tackles. In 125 appearances, 148 tackles. Tackle success rate, 45%. Blocked shots, 92. Interceptions, 35. Clearances, 32. Headed clearance, 10. Recoveries, 548. Duels won, 403. Duels lost, 544. Successful 50-50s, 128, which is roughly 1 a game. Aerial battles won, 36. Aerial battles lost, 65. Errors leading to a goal, 1. All this tells me is, number 1, he ain't clinical enough. And number 2, he's weak as piss when we ain't got the ball. But this is going to be the guy that's coming back in to sort our season out. Do me a favour.
Yeah.
Do me a favour.
How many assists did he have before he went out?
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot that one. Assists and goals. Yeah, this season in 3 games in the Premier League before he got injured. 0 and 0.
Great.
But this is our creative spark, guys. That's going to lead us to a title, the Bergkamp-esque number 10. Turn it in, mate. Do me a favour. Where do these men get this shit from? Yeah, they love an excuse. How about the shyster that's leaving our football club? Yeah, left us light. And was it just him? And this is what I want to get to as well. Smash these likes up, guys. Let me start with you on this, Jez. Yeah, feel free to chime in, you guys, as well. Yeah, right. Is it just him that's the problem? Because for me, this manager and this sporting director have not signed a single striker since they've been here. Yeah, You can say Jesus. No, he said himself he can't score goals. 29 was playing in midfield and was signed as a midfielder. He wasn't signed as a striker. He was signed as a left 8. Right? So we haven't signed a striker. The only striker we've signed is Eddie Nketiah to a new deal that now ain't at the club. Right? That's it. Right wingers, we've only signed Marquinhos, which was a backhander in my opinion anyway. £2.6 million for a free signing to keep good relations with a club we've never gone back to keep the good relations with. Yeah, what a load of bollocks. Yeah, the guy's back in January, by the way. Marquinhos, he's back from his loan, his 3rd loan. But when I look at it, is it just Edu, Jez? Because this summer we signed Sterling. This manager needed a goal at the weekend and Sterling held bench the whole game. So is it the fact that Arteta is getting his own way when it comes to signings? Yeah, and Edu can't get the ones that he wants over the line for him. Yeah, and then Edu's been grassed up by Arteta to the Cronkies, and the Cronkies have told him, yo, you need to piss off before we sack you. We don't want to sack you. You're an invincible. You've done a good job, so on and so forth. Just dress it all up with some of the good signings. But ultimately, you need to fuck off. Or is it all on Edu?
I think, actually, it's a combination of all those factors, Lee. To me, this smells of a rat leaving a sinking ship. You know, he realises, I think, personally, he's obviously been tapped up by this group and God knows why. What they see in the man, I've not got a clue. But it's not just Edu, it's Arteta and it's the rest of the frauds at this football club. And you may be right, Lee. You may be right that the Cronkies have now, I did say this, like in the window last year, it may have been the Cronkies have said, You've had all this money. You've now got this money from the Champions League. That's your budget. That's what you've got. There you go, spend it. And you ain't having a penny more. And maybe the Cronkies have turned round now. Maybe they are thinking about this and saying, whoa, this ain't going right here. Maybe it's time, Edu, that you actually maybe go and look for something else. Maybe they have had that. I don't know if Arteta would have grasped him up, because I think it's all too obvious to see. Now, case in point, guys, case in point here. A few games ago, I said, Edu don't look happy. He was at the Emirates, and I said the camera was on him, and I said he don't look happy. So I think this has been going on for a while. I think Edu has probably got pissed off. He can't get his way. That maybe he wants to get his way. So at the end of the day, he's decided, well, I've got this opportunity. I'm going. Well, if you are going, then take Arteta with you. He's a fraud as well. My worry now, Lee, guys, is will this give more power to Arteta? Because if that happens, then that's even worse of a shit show. But the fact is, I honestly believe maybe you are right. The Cronkies are now starting to, turn the key, put a bit of pressure on now and say, you lot have got to step up. And he can't handle the pressure. And as Matty showed yesterday afternoon, he's left the Corinthians when he was there in fourth. He went to Iran, cocked up there. Went to Brazil, cocked up there. Come to Arsenal, and he's cocked up here. So maybe, Edu, you might look to actually a change in career, because I don't think you're the man. And if he joins this group, he'll have even more power. God help Nottingham Forest and the other clubs in that group, because I don't wish you bad at all. I do not. But at the end of the day, it's going to be an absolute shit show for that lot. And all I can say on it, guys, I can't wait. It's made my bloody Monday, this has. It's made my week. And I'm now just waiting for the next one, which I think maybe around Christmas, I'm just saying this, where Arteta throws the towel in and says, when we're out of the league run, when we're out of the Champions League qualification, because we've cocked up again, right? Yeah, we're not automatically going to qualify, and now we've got to go and qualify for the next round of the Champions League. Yeah, it may be that Arteta makes this and he falls on his sword. I wouldn't be at all surprised. I know people yesterday, Matty, on your show said, nah, he's not going to throw in £15 million a year. He may have a knife in his back. And people saying, you're better off resigning before you get binned.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking before you guys come in. Yeah, I know Mate wants to go. He's got that backstage as well. This is what I think it is. Yeah, just my thoughts on it. And listen, smash the likes up, Brian. I'll read that out in a bit. Yeah, I've seen it, and there's another one underneath that comment as well that spits. But I'll let these guys go first. I think that him and Edu, Arteta and Edu, don't see eye to eye. I think that Arteta wanted Sesko. Edu fucked it up. Yeah, Edu fucked it up. I actually think he did want Sesko. Yeah, he fucked it up. Yeah, then Edu couldn't close a door. Yeah, cocked up the deal for Joan Garcia at Espanyol, the goalkeeper. So we ended up with Norberto Neto from Bournemouth on loan. So that's now 2 summer deals that fucked up, because we went for a guy with a 30 million buyout clause at Espanyol and we bid 20 million for him. The buyout clause is the fucking buyout clause, mate. Unless it's $500 million, like for me at Barca's now, you ain't paying that. Let's be real. If it's 30 million, it's 30 mil. That's it. Yeah, if you want to do it in a smart way, you can say, okay, cool, we bid 31, but we're staggering the payments rather than paying it in one go. I think that Arteta has more power at this football club than Arsene Wenger ever had. Yeah, and I think that he gets everything he fucking wants at this club. Yeah, I know for a fact people have been banned from press conferences. They've suddenly not bumped into Edu anymore, have they? Yeah, then they get their way back in every now and again. Yeah, it is what it is. But Matty, I'll put this up.
See, when you think about Arsenal, this is how you have to look at this hierarchy. It's a crime family, a syndicate. This is how you have to look at Arsenal. You got Edu and Arteta at the top of the tree. One of them is off, and now you got the head of the table, which is Arteta. And everything.
Be careful, mate. I don't want them coming through my door, mate.
and they come down. I'm gonna start referring to this as the Arteta crime family because they have sat here for years. They have for years. Just look at the money they've made off of this failure. And this is what I've been trying to tell people. They just made money, dollar after dollar after dollar off failure. 800. What was it? Jazz that Warren said yesterday. He said, was it $70 million? Almost come out to $70 million per player on that pitch to go for the $800 million that we spent. Just think about that. We've thrown that money away. That's money we ain't getting back. We ain't getting that money back. Look at the player sales. Look at how many players have come in and come out. People like Vieira. You spend top dollar for him, get him, send him back out. And then we got players leaving, hadn't made any money on them. We got players here that we've got to get rid of when this manager goes that we got to go try to figure out we can make money on. We didn't sell Jesus when we need to sell him during the summer. We get the best value for him. Instead, his value's tanked out. And then we've got to go back. We've got to trust this manager again. Can he get players to bring? Can he bring players in? It's basically like me and you were talking this morning. We're right back at square one. We are literally right back when Wenger left this football club. Nobody sees it that way, but that's what's in front of you is that we're literally rebuilding again. So in order to fix this problem, for me, I'll propose this. Arteta, thank you. Goodbye. Go home, reset, keep the decent players that we do have in this team, and then, hey, let's get somebody. On Wednesday night when we play Inter Milan, this is what I propose. Arteta, you stay, and Zaghi, you come with us. That's how it needs to be on Wednesday night. It is time for this football club. It is absolutely time for this football club to turn the corner and start going places. I am sick and tired of going through rebuild. All of us combined have been through rebuilds for the last 30, 40, 50 years. We are sick of it. We are absolutely sick of it. We are back to where we were. I told the brother this morning, Lee, DJB, I told him this morning, we are literally back to when Wenger was on that trophy drought and we were clamoring out for a Carabao Cup. We all remember it. At that time, it was the Carling Cup. We were completely begging and pleading. Oh, man, can we do a job at the Millennium Stadium to get this trophy? That's what we was at, begging and pleading, hoping we can get anything. We're right back there again. This is off the back of 800 million pounds, euros, whatever it is, spent on this football club. It is absolutely unacceptable that this manager and that this ownership and that buffoon Edu has left this team in this situation. And this morning I heard audio from one Martin Keown. I'm on you too, Martin.
Oh, that guy. Fuck that guy.
You're the next one I'm going to start going after because you sat right there. Now, Lee, Jazz, Kenny, I heard it. I'll send y'all the audio when we get off. I heard him say, oh, well, we need to question the transfers. But you weren't questioning the transfers when they were coming in because you wanted the access. And that is part of the problem at this football club. Too many of y'all old heads want access because you weren't making the money you were making back in the day. And y'all are begging and pleading to give for that Social Security check so that you can hang on for dear life. That's what y'all want. Y'all, it does not matter about football. When you played, it mattered about football. When you played, it mattered about success. When you played, it was about shining silverware on Saturday morning. We're coming down there, y'all sitting there getting the clean out, cleaning the trophy cabinet. Y'all enjoyed doing it then. But now that y'all out of there, it don't matter. Just long as you get your little check once a month, long as that's deposited once a month. I am sick of it. I am sick of all y'all. Ian Wright, all of you. I am sick of it. Because y'all know what the standard is at this football club. I watched y'all for years growing up as a kid. And I know what the standard is. Lee know what the standard is. Jazz know what the standard is. Kenny know what the standard is. Curtis Shaw know what the standard is. Dan Potts knows what it is. Troops knows what it is. Anybody with good sense knows what it is. The aim to be at this football club is success. This is Arsenal Football Club. This is not Arsenal tryouts. This is not Arsenal get you to the next stage. This is not a learning experience for a manager with no experience. We expect the best. Rant over.
Go on, Kenny. Take the floor, man. The floor is yours, Kenny.
Well, the thing about it is that Matty said it perfectly about how the club's been run. But the thing about it, this is Arsenal Football Club in a nutshell. This is where the club's been run for the last since I've known it. I've been in this earth for 52 years. And I was brought up on the Bank of England club. Arsenal always do things the right way. Arsenal are a classy club. They've always worked like this. When people say, is it just their do? I don't think it's their do. Let's not forget, Mick Arteta doesn't come out of this smelling the roses. Let's not forget that we have a transfer committee, and Mick Arteta is the team manager. Amorim is going to Man United as the head coach. Mick Arteta is a team manager. He's on the ball. He's on the committee with Per Mertesacker, Josh Kroenke, and of course the now departed Edu. And let's not forget on that. And then there was it Garlic or whatever he said.
Garlic, Lewis, all of them.
Oh, all of them. So they're all part of this hierarchy. First and foremost, let's not. I was speaking to Fuad, and Fuad had a point that something went wrong with Vinay. That there seems to be, the transfer committee seems to, be dwindling a bit. Vinay goes, he leaves. Edu's leaving. So, is this a grab for the top spot by Arteta? Is Arteta trying to do a Rafael Benitez, saying, I need complete control of football affairs for me to be successful at this football club? Because we've seen it before. Benitez did that, a smash and grab. It didn't last long because he went after a year and Liverpool sacked him and he went to Internationale. But the thing that really, 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 it says it all. The last transfer window, I said it was all about balancing the books in terms of like FFP. That the fact that we spent £200 million one season, it was always going to be balancing the books the last season. So something must have gone on there where someone must have got annoyed or pissed off with our transfer policy. And then Edu probably was either chatting for a job, we got headhunted, and he was told, you come to our club, then you won't have these sort of restrictions. You'll have enough money and you'll have enough control, because this doesn't happen overnight. It's only been announced he's leaving. He must have been talking about this. Who knows? Even the summer. We will never know what was in his mind when he did transferring. Was he saying, "This is my last transfer window. This is what the club's got me to do"? Either, "Thank God I'm leaving because I'm going to go elsewhere," or he left because of it. But one thing that we need to look out for now, we haven't finished now. If you think it's a rat leaving a sinking ship, well, let's not forget how long Pep Guardiola has got left in a job. And I've said it to you guys individually. I spoke about it on Igal's channel, and I said, let's play this game. And everyone thought I was joking. You watch what's going to happen. Mick Arteta is going to be headhunted for the Man City job to take over Pep Guardiola. The fact that he's been using this club as, how do I say it, his apprenticeship, or his learning experience or work experience for the big job, and he's going to leave Arsenal, and then when he goes to Man City, and I think this will happen, he's going to cite this and that. The club are disorganised from top to bottom. They never got me the players they needed. I didn't get on with Edu. I didn't get on with Vinay. They left the club. They promised me total control of affairs. I wanted this player. They only got me Kai Havertz. I didn't want Kai Havertz. They made me get him because it was good business and because of his resale value. We're going to hear all of that. And then he's going to go to Man City where it's a proper setup. A lot of people say no chance will he go to City. Maybe he won't. But let me tell you something now. He knows that club from top to bottom. Can't deny that. He was being, they didn't want him to go, but he thought, right, this is a great opportunity. I was going to take it. Trust me, the way Arteta rings are talking about Mick Arteta, he's the most sought after coach. Every big club around Europe is going to go after him. Well, Man City now a big club. So you watch and see. And I promise you, if he leaves, he's going to cite all the reasons I just mentioned. You heard nothing yet. I'll tell you one thing. The only way to fix Arsenal and turn it into the club for the 21st century is to get rid of the classy Arsenal image, get rid of the Bank of England reputation, and get someone from China or Saudi Arabia in and get a new approach. Get an Abramovich in or a Mansours, because we will never be one of the biggest clubs in Europe until we get people like that in. Because I'll tell you one thing, you're seeing it now. There's only a way we can go. If it means doping like the rest of the league, I'll say, you know what? Just do it. Let's just be a top club. Let's move with the times. Because right now we're behind. Because Edu leaving, me thinking that Arteta's going to, be a rat and leave means something structurally has been wrong for this club for a long time. And we paid part of the cracks by winning all those trophies under George and initially over Arsene. But when the other clubs spent big bucks, we were never able to compete. And it was nothing to do with us not having the money. It's the mentality at Arsenal. That's my beef with Arsenal.
True, very true. It's always been like that, man.
No, that's true. No, that's crazy. Let me get these super chats real quick. There's 2.3 in the building. Make sure you sub to all the channels and Kenny's Insta. Arsenal history and more for Jez. Southern Gooner for Matty. Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. Pinned comment in the live. I'm going to get these super chats real quick. Then I want to read out 2 comments on my upload earlier. They go on for a while, and then I'll get your thoughts on that as well and with the chat. But yeah, let me grab these real quick. Big up to everyone locked in, man. TTM, sad to see my boy Edu go. Looking forward to seeing Keown, a sporting director, though. Smash the likes. Bro, I said this on my upload earlier. It wouldn't surprise me if it was fucking Per Mertesacker next.
Yeah. God,
yeah. Can you imagine? Per Mertesacker, a sporting director.
He's got a lot of power at the football club. He's got a lot of influence. And remember, he was the one who sacked Steve Bold, remember?
Yeah. This is what it is. Jobs for the boys. Big up, bro. Big up, Omar. I feel bad for Forest. There goes their top 4 race. Yeah, bro, they'll be relegated inside 2 years. What a glorious day. Happy day. That mutant is gone. Out. Big up, Dow. Bless, brother. Big up, Dan T as well. So chuffed that one of the frauds is going. Big up to you, my bro. Big up Riku as well. RIP Edo, the best looking toe sucker we know. Edu, I hope you're watching this, you weirdo, as well. It's not only about the bad players Edu brought, but also the good players he didn't buy. Facts. Great comment, Benno. Big up Anurag. Company, Flick, Slot, Conte are all in their first seasons. In terms of Edu Arteta said in August, we are very short. We sold Eddie, Nelson, and Vieira, and only signed Sterling after that. This is why I believe Arteta's told the ball and grassed on him, like, yo, I wanted XYZ. Yeah, he ended up giving me this and getting rid of all of that. Now I'm fucked. Now what do I do? So I reckon they've kind of pushed him. Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall in some of these meetings. Big up, bro. Big up, Omar. If Arteta
isn't Vieira on loan?
Vieira's on loan. Yeah, he's on loan. Vieira's on loan. Smith Rowe went. Lokonga's on loan with an option. They won't buy him. He's done fuck all at Sevilla. And
Vieira, that's Arteta's voice. So he must have had the ump that he wouldn't want him to go. So even
that's what I'm saying. Arteta runs this club, mate, from top to bottom more than Wenger. I'm convinced of it. Yeah, if he wants something, he gets it. He wanted Aubameyang out, he got it. He wanted Ozil out. Yeah, cool. There was the thing with China and what he said. You're on mute, mate. Matt, you're on mute, man.
I got it set up right there, Lee. There you go. Now share that right there. That's it right there. The Arteta syndicate right there. Arteta, Edu, Kroenke, Garlic, Tim Lewis, Vinay, AFTV, Friends of Aaron, Bam. Any Arsenal fan under 12 on Twitter. There you go. That's the setup right there.
You know what's mad? 2 of them are gone now.
Yeah.
Vinay bounced. Yeah, and this is the point. I'm going to come back. In fact, hold that thought on Vinay a second. Yeah, let me just grab these super chats. I want to read 2 comments out of the last video. Then we're going to come back to this Vinay because he quit as well, which is why I believe there's more in this than meets the eye. Because that guy, I'll hold it. Bless up, Matty, man. Whoever made that's fucking hilarious.
I would share that. That's me. I did that on the spot. Yeah,
Morris has just missed a sitter. What are you doing, fella? Omar says, if he joins City, I'm quitting as a City fan. CB says, alleged why he left as Arteta had too much power. The fans caused it. They've given him Wenger power because of the bozo fans. I agree with that. I think he's spat his dummy out to Josh quite a few times, I think. I guess that's Forest relegation next season. Scotty, trust me, they'll be down inside 2 years. Sorry to say it, Forest fans, you're fucked. Get these likes up. The likes are fucked as well. 2-4 in the building, and we ain't even hit fucking 600. Come 750 like that. 200 could like the video now. Come on. Robbie says Slot has to win the league in his first season. Whereas that standards for Arteta, who's allowed just to compete. Bro, Robbie would sell family members if it meant he was liked by other fucking sponsors and top gooners and that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's literally a fucking sellout, bro. Fuck him. It is what it is.
He beats Buskin in Brixton last week, innit?
Yeah. True. True. But yeah, big ups to everyone locked in. Smash these likes up though. Subs to the lads, all pinned. I want to read these 2 comments out. They go on for quite a while, yeah? All right, so bear with me a second, guys. And we're going to go through this. So big up Brian, who put a comment in my last upload. It's gone under blocks. It's in the block comment, but I'll tick it up when I've read it. So if I tick it up, I won't find it again. Edu's history at Arsenal. Brought 364 million, 0.7 euros or 306 million pounds of flops. Nicolas Pepe. I never knew that he was the guy that signed Nicolas Pepe. I always thought and was led to believe that was Raul Sanelli, but it was actually on his watch. He came in August, Pepe. Edu had that job from July.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe Sanelli started the deal and he closed the deal off. I don't know. David Luiz, Pablo Marie, Runnison, William, Suarez, Lokonga, Tavares, Trusty, Jesus, Zinchenko, Vieira, Kivior, Jorginho, Marquinhos. We're putting Calafiori in there. Damn right, he's shit. Marino, yeah, he's let 126.4 million pounds worth of players go on freeze. Mkhitaryan, Mustafi, Ozil, Socrates, Aubameyang, Chambers, Willian, Louise, Kolasinac, Bellerin, Lacazette, Pepe, Maitland-Niles, Runnison, Elneny, and Nkonku, plus Kozia Jubri, Amari Hutchinson, and Raul Waters. Arsenal's expenditure since he came in from 1920 season is the 5th highest in the world at a whopping 792.83 million. And that is more than Juventus, Man City, Barcelona, Bayern München, Atletico de Madrid, Napoli, Alla Madrid nada más, Real, Internazionale Milano, AC Milano. Arsenal's net spend since 1920 season is the 3rd highest in the world at a whopping 556.99 million pounds. That right there is Edu's fucking oversee of this club. Now let me just go to this next one as well. So, big up to Free Vortex for your comment. Now Arteta has to go as well. He is a complete liability in the transfer market, especially when it comes to attacking players. No bravery, no knowledge, no feel for what the team needs. He can't have got the right players. Unfortunately, the ship has sailed and he has fouled with nearly 800 million spent. No striker, no backup striker, no third striker, no right wing competition for Saka after 4 or 5 years, no attacking competition for Odegaard, no left CM or backup left CM of any note. 3 left wingers, 5 left backs, 3 right backs, 4 DMs. Total disgrace. Willian, Fabio Vieira, Jesus, 29, Sterling. All total failures at Arsenal. Last summer, Arteta low-key racism is put. I don't know what he means it is, but his spelling's off-key as well, by the way. It doesn't seem to like black players. Don't know where we're going with this one, fella, but I thought I'd read it. Osimhen, Openda, Boniface, and other top scorers in other leagues, all available for around 15 to 20 million, including loans for Osimhen. Last year, 29 instead of Milinkovic, Savic, and Kudos. This summer, Marino instead of Eze. And now we have only 5 attacking players. Grossly unbalanced squad. Can't win anything with this manager. Clueless and out of his depth. I didn't proofread the whole lot of that. I only see the first bit. So, listen, I don't know whether he's racist or not. And I genuinely, at this point, couldn't give a shit. It's about winning on the football pitch. He hasn't come across racist to me, if I'm honest. Who knows? But either way, both of them are spitting facts about the ins and the outs and the spend. What do you guys make of that?
Look at the money spent.
Oh, my fucking God. How have you missed? Firmino's just missed a sitter, man.
The money spent on this football club and that result we got Saturday, it don't add up. The results don't add up to what we've seen. And here it's time for Harris to start rolling. And that was not one lie told there. Look at the Willian. Look at how much junk we have bought into this football club. Watch players. Jorginho. Extending contracts. Was it 4 years for Reece Nelson? Jazz, we just throw money out, just throwing money all over the place. I mentioned it this morning on my show. I said, I mentioned, well, what if Wenger? Somebody said, well, no, Wenger, we can't do Wenger. I said, all right, well, we'll bypass Wenger. What if George Graham had that kind of money? What if George Graham had the kind of money that this manager's had? The amount of success we could have had. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
If Matty, even if you go more recent, we Unai Emery. Can you imagine if he'd had that money? He'd have won shit.
I'm sure we'd have won. I'm sure we'd have won a title.
I think he'd have won a title, possibly even in Europe. He might have won the European League. But this is where we are at right now. It's just fraudulent. I mean, I personally wouldn't call him racist myself. He doesn't come across that. But hey, I don't know. I've never met him. I don't know your opinion.
I can tell you, as a brother, I can tell you, I don't see it. I can tell you that straight out. But I can tell you what I do see. I see a mismanagement. I see mismanagement of funds. I see mismanagement of transfers. I see major problems that this club is not executing on a level that it needs to execute. And we've got novices. We had one. Now we've got another novice that is still just sitting around and still, twiddling his thumbs. This season, I think yesterday the gentleman said you can only lose 4 games historically for a season, and we've already lost 2 seasons. We've lost two games already this season. We're not winning the title this year. Anybody still thinks we win the title? You're crazy. We've got to pin our hopes on the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup and hope for the best.
What was the other one? We're going to equal Chelsea's record of goals conceded in a season. Well,
when was the last time we kept a clean sheet? We haven't kept a clean sheet since the Tottenham game. And let's face it, our defence is only as good as the midfield protecting it, and that hasn't materialised. In terms of like people saying Mikel's racist or not, look, the fact is that we have to push back on that because everyone knows his 2 favourite players are, for me, Saka and Partey. The fact that Partey play, the fact that when asked about Partey, he says that guy's not going anywhere, and the fact that Declan Rice is meant to be an upgrade and Partey hasn't taken the shot of Partey, in my opinion. And then obviously we know how he feels about Saka, where he has to play. He's Saka is his macho and no what. But the thing is, I look at Pepe and Pepe won his player. You know what I mean? That's just that's just facts. Yeah, he didn't go with Osimhen because he's got a specific player that he wants, and it isn't Osimhen, it isn't Ivan Toney. In terms of Aubameyang, I've told you guys what happened with him and Aubameyang, and the fact is, Mikel had to win that argument. He had to. You don't do that to your manager. Aubameyang knows what he did. Why he had his reasons. You can respect the anger he felt, but you don't do that to your manager. In terms of other players concerned, one thing like Mikel is that Mikel drops players like a bad habit. He trying to replace Martinelli for a while. He isn't happy with Trossard. I can tell you that. Trossard's the next one out the door at this club.
I was not happy with him.
Right, sorry. The relationship between him and Trossard isn't great. Don't be surprised if Trossard's going.
No, my baller, man. My baller's Arteta out.
Yeah, he's Arteta out, but what's happening is that he'll be playing a sunnier climax this January. I can guarantee. I feel that. I can't guarantee it, but I feel it. But the thing with Mikel is that the way he treats players that he no longer rates, that will bite him up the arse. That will bite him up the arse because as much as I agree with some of his decisions, his man management of Martinelli has been great. His man management of Jesus has been terrible, man. Let's face it, Jesus has been bad. But the way Arteta has selected players way above, it's extent that he could be the last cab in the rank, and he still wouldn't play him up top. And then he came on and he played him in Martinelli's position. So there's got to be a relationship breakdown there.
This manager has got the worst man management of any manager in the Premier League. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced of it. The guy stinks, bro. Look at the way he handled the Aubameyang situation. Yeah, look at the way he handled that. He was playing Aubameyang left wing back. That was one of the most prolific strikers in the Premier League, and he played him left fucking wing back, and then got the ump with him because he didn't want to track back. He's a striker. He then goes to Barca, scores 17 goals, wins the title, goes Chelsea and flops because they're shit, then goes and does nearly 40 goals at Marseille. We let him go for free.
You know what's crazy? And when he played left wing back, he still scored 10 goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. It all started with Unai Emery and that league, the Europa League final defeat. Unai Emery must have left Arteta a dossier of the bad eggs in that dressing room. And one by one, he's got rid of those bad eggs by any way possible.
Yeah, but Kenny, sorry to cut in 1 second, mate. Yeah? How do we know they're bad eggs?
Well, no.
Only what we're being told by the media that are in the payroll of the club.
Let me rephrase that. The definition of bad egg in football goes two ways. Either they're bad eggs of behaviour behind the scenes, or disrespect towards the manager, or it's the money thing. Like, for instance, you think about it, Ozil, top earner, all of a sudden left out when we came out for lockdown, left out the squad altogether. But
that's because we wanted to force him out because he cost us money by going against China, basically.
Aubameyang, given a new contract, I bet
so that's but that's sorry to cut. Sorry, I know you want to get your point out, and I'm not going to stop you doing that. Yeah, but I just wanted to highlight. Yeah, the only reason Mesut Ozil left this club because he cost us sponsors. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But that's not a bad egg to me. That is just this club said, "Yo, we can't have fucking Pro Evo soccer, sold in China now, or FIFA, whatever it is, the Arsenal edition sold in China because he said something that's gone against all of our sponsors." So they got him. Andy was the top earner. They wanted to save money.
If it's coincidental though, Aubameyang, basically, he's won Arteta trophy, signs a new contract, and within months he's been left out against Spurs for being late.
Yeah, cool. I understand that one. However, how many times was Ian Wright late? He openly admitted he used to be late all the time. I know it's a different era, and there's different standards and different managers and that. I get that, yeah. But at the end of the day, I was pissed off when he turned up for that North London derby late. Yeah, I was well pissed off with that. We see it with Rashi. Rashi had it at Man United. He turned up late for a game. He held fucking bench. He came off the bench and scored the winner, though, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This manager wanted him out because, again, he was on $350 a week. And the club told him, or he told the club, whichever way it went, we need to get rid of him, cut the wage bill down. Yeah, same with Ozil. Ozil pissed off a load of sponsors, you're out, which is cool. I understand that.
Yeah, but
he's done it with Guendouzi. Fucking Guendouzi. He ain't a bad apple.
Mkhitaryan was on big money as well. He was turfed out as well by Arteta. He was on big money. Lacazette,
and how many trophies has he won since he's left?
He loads of trophies. Lacazette's another one who basically he kept to last minute possible. But when he became useless to him and he played Eddie instead, he was turfed out the club. So it seems to be that it's always the big earners or the big characters that he's got rid of. And now there's no big characters at the club. Let's not forget who he's made as his captain. He's made Martin Odegaard, the club captain. Now, I don't know Martin Odegaard from Adam, but I can tell you, I can feel it in my bones that Martin Odegaard is not a big character in the ilk of Roy Keane.
Martin Odegaard's a bitch, mate. Let's just be real with it. He's fucking useless.
That's what I'm trying to say. This manager does not know how to deal with big name players and big characters.
Facts.
And unfortunately, what will happen right now is that we're only going to go so far, and then when it gets into the business end of the season, even though we've been in the challenge for the title 3 years on the spin, we're still not going to have any experience in terms of getting us over the line, because all these guys have had experience of doing is flopping and bottling it when it matters.
But this is my point. You've made some great points, and I agree with most of what you said, yeah. This manager has surrounded himself with one of the youngest sets of coaching staff in the league. Yeah. How old's Carlos Cuesta?
About our age.
He's probably in his 30s. Let's see how old Carlos Cuesta is. Smash these likes up.
Maybe 35, 30. No, probably 32 or 33.
Carlos Cuesta, yeah? How old is this guy? How old is this guy? This guy is
29.
Let's go full.
London Low.
29 years old. There you go. 29 fucking years old. Yeah. What about all the other coaching staff?
What
yeah,
job?
apart from AirPod Albert, who has a better CV than this manager, by the way. Yeah, Albert Steinvogel, whatever his name is. He has a better CV than our fucking manager, by the way. Stuyvenberg. He's got to be about 50. Let me have a look.
Yeah, remember when Rounds? When we got Round? Something Round?
Yeah, Steve Round.
He was at Everton in England, wasn't he?
Yeah, because he was at Everton. He was at Everton with Moisey.
AirPod Albert is 54. That's the only member of staff that he has got. Yeah, that is.
What about the set piece genius?
Set piece coach. Let's have a look at him. What's his name? Yova.
Yeah. Genius.
And
Arsenal.
After that, look at the age of the new dude that's the sporting director now. The guy they brought
Nicholas Yova is 1 year older than me. He's 43.
Look at the new dude they brought in. That we talked about last week. The new sporting director, whatever his name is. Look at his age.
What was his name?
Chad. What was the dude?
He was at our club before, wasn't he?
Yeah. What's the guy's name that just recently became the sporting director? The chat is there in just a second. They'll tell you. Go look at his age because I know his age. He's right around our age. Yeah. All these young cats.
That's what I'm saying. He's surrounding himself. He's surrounding himself with a bunch of yes men.
James
King.
That's it.
James King. Yeah. James King, Arsenal. I didn't know this guy was at Arsenal before in the first place, if I'm honest. Never heard of him. James King, Arsenal.
I didn't know that.
James King, Arsenal.
I only found out a week ago.
He's the director of football operations. So is this the guy that's taking Edu's job then? It kind of makes sense now, isn't it?
No, he's taking Garlick's job.
Oh, of course he has. Sorry, he's taking Garlick's job. You're right.
Who's going to do Edu's job then?
Pay Mertesacker. Watch. I guarantee they give it to Mertesacker.
Yeah, because he's the academy manager, so he'd be falling right in line, wouldn't he?
James King.
He's already on the transfer committee anyway. Per Mertesacker.
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. I reckon he'll get the job. They'll recruit from within. I'll be shocked if they don't. They recruited from within last time.
Mertesacker's got a lot of power at the club as well.
Maybe it'd be Wilshire.
No, he's gone Forest now. Norwich, sorry. How old's this James King guy? I can't find him.
I'll check him. I'll have a look. I
don't know how old he is. But this comes back to as well, which I wanted to bring up here. Right, this comes back to as well. Why did Vinay leave this football club? Just randomly announced he was leaving at the end of the last season. Yeah, this guy had the cushiest job at the club because when Gazidis was here, and it was Wenger Gazidis, so now we've got a different setup now. Gazidis used to get dogs abuse from everyone. Yeah, he left. He went to AC Milan. He won a title. He won
Fuad thinks it's the Kai Havertz transfer that he never was in for. He was never for the Kai Havertz transfer. That's what me and Fuad had a conversation. Fuad's happy for me to quote him on this. He's convinced that there was a fallout last season over the Kai Havertz transfer that he was umming and ahhing, wasn't sure, didn't agree with it. It was Mikel who pushed for Kai Havertz, and he didn't agree with it.
Man said, forgot about Vinay. Yeah, this is my point. Everyone forgot about Vinay. Everyone forgot he works here.
Yeah, he snuck out the door. He snuck out.
Yeah, he snuck out the back door, and nobody realized he even worked here. That guy walked out, just said, "See you later." Yeah, and this is my point. Yeah, why did he quit? He had the cushiest job in the Premier League. Nobody fucking knew he existed, bro. And that was the CEO. Now Edu's quit. All this leads back to Arteta. Yeah, Tim Garlick, Garlic Head. Yeah, Garlic Head. Let's not forget this. Yeah, was sat on All for Nothing documentary when Edu was sitting there saying we have to rip Aubameyang's contract up because we can't get any money for him. Yeah, because he's over the age of 30. Garlic sat there in a different position at the time. Yeah, and said, "Yes, Edu, I agree. He's now our CEO. We didn't give him to Barcelona for free. Barca sell him to Chelsea 6 months later after he fucking bagged 17 goals for them in 6 months. Won him a title, yeah, and then sold him for 12 million quid. They should both be sacked on the spot. He's now our CEO. Yeah, this all comes back to Arteta, yeah, and Kroenke. Yeah, Arteta and not Stan Kroenke. That guy don't know what fucking day it is. Yeah, Josh Kroenke is not as thick as he looks. Yeah, and Arteta is a con man. He speaks a good game. Yeah, and he gets everybody sucked in by his aura, and his hooks are big. And because Josh Kroenke don't know fuck all about English football, yeah, he just goes with it. Then when you see that we don't sign a single striker in 5 years, yeah, not a single striker in 5 years, yeah, because Arteta don't want one. Let's be real with it. We've got defensive fucking attackers and attacking defenders. We've got an attacking goalkeeper and a defensive fucking forward. Yeah, Bukayo Saka comes out in an interview after the game the other day and says, yeah, well, I like to go forward a lot more, but the system don't allow me enough to do my defensive duties. So he's even getting frustrated. Why would he say that on camera after the game?
My defensive duties.
He said, I have to do a lot more defensive because that's what I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah,
I have to do a lot more defensive work because that's what the manager wants. I'd like to go forward more, but the manager wants this, so I have to do it. We've heard Jack Grealish say the same at Man City. Yeah, I know I'm at left wing back, but that's what I've got to do what the manager says, or I don't play. Yeah, these players are fucking shit in a brick, mate, because Arteta is a fucking narcissistic prick. Yeah, and he controls that club, and he's got Josh Kroenke in his pocket.
I can't find his age. All I can find out about him is that he was at the club, but he left. He was legal counsel for the football club. He left to join the PFA as general counsel. And
I can't find his age either.
In October. That's all I know about this guy. That's all that he's got a legal background. I don't know anything about his footballing pedigree. I mean that he's worked in football. He went to Harvard, so he's clearly got an excellent education. But footballing pedigree, I have no idea. All I know is that I don't know what he did at the club.
Yeah, the BBC thing is very vague. I'm looking at that now.
Yeah,
it's literally 2-3.
I don't even know his age. He certainly looks younger than me.
He probably about TJ Warren's age.
Yeah.
Let's see if I go on the New York Times, see if it tells me on there.
I mean, Vinay's about 10 years old, younger than me.
No, see, that's very vague as well. It don't tell you his age on there either.
No, that's all. It just talks about the fact that he left.
He's probably around mine and Matty's age, there or thereabouts.
Yeah. He was at the PFA for general counsel, but maybe it's something to do with dealing with their legal issues or
he was at Arsenal. Yeah, he was at Arsenal from 2016 to 2022 before leaving to join the PFA. And that's obviously gone south, and now he's coming back. How's that work?
Yeah,
it's just the boys. Just like Edu's already, left Brazil to come to Arsenal. Whenever someone in football leaves a job, they've always got something to come back on. It's all about footballing's versus the Freemasons. You know what I mean?
Mate, this football club has always been like that, though. You guys are older, Jez and Kenny, yeah? Well, this club's always been jobs for the boys. Always has been. It's always been cloak and dagger, yeah? And do you know what's funny as well, yeah? What you mentioned about Keown earlier, yeah, fucking now calling shit out. Why weren't he calling it out at the time? Yeah? Why? Because he wanted access to the club. Weren't he at the club? When he at the game the other day, fucking doing what was he doing at the game the other day? He was on the pitch side or saying. I can't remember what it was.
He's promoting his book.
That's it. He's got a book. That's it.
Yeah,
he had a book.
Because I actually
anyone wants to listen to that dry lunch fucking talk about Arsenal. That guy's standards went from up here to down here. Imagine him in the dressing room with this lot saying, "Don't worry, guys. Yeah, we can't compete with Man United because they got more money than us and they got a better manager and better players. Find a fucking way." Yeah, Vieira would have weighed him in, mate. Adams would have punched him up. Yeah, Henry would have punched him up. They all would have punched him up. And then he's got the audacity to sit on fucking Talk Sport. Yeah, chatting shit. Yeah, why? Because he wants his book to sell.
Was it Vieira employed by the club in some capacity, promoting? Promoting.
Oh no, that was Adidas for the merch. Adidas. Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't talk about it on camera, but yeah, I got a bit of a closer connection to Martin Keown. So.
Tell that connection that I think he's a see you next Tuesday, and he's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the club as well. It's like a domino effect, where basically everyone wants to be a pundit nowadays. Everyone wants to work in the media, and there's a lot of people with very thin skin in football. And Mick Arteta is the most thin-skinned person. Do you remember what he said when they're talking about legends come to the club? And he mentioned Henry and Burkhardt were mentioned. He says, "I'd love to have the club as long as they're not poisonous, i.e., they don't have a go about me and talk about my, the league position or the lack of trophies." So he's basically saying, do or dare. and clearly Henri, who's got a very good job with CBS, other like contracts elsewhere, probably just said, "No, thank you very much. I like to say as it is." And we know about Manu Petit, totally. About Manu Petit, he's
ostracized by this fucking fan base. And do you know what? He says it as it fucking is.
Stuart Robson, other one.
Stuart Robson says it as it is.
Sacked by Arsenal. He got sacked.
Yeah. Says it as it is. Says it as it is.
Mm.
Yeah, and this is the thing, yeah. Unless you're sitting there bending over saying, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir, yeah, you get kicked out. We know for a fact, yeah. We all know this for a fact. Tony Adams was banned from going to that fucking club for years. We all know that.
Yeah.
He was banned from attending unless he was on media duty.
Yeah, Alan Smith was. Alan Smith,
another one. Now he's gnawing off everything at the club.
Yeah, Alan Smith's been allowed back in the club. But remember after the Van Nistelrooy and Keown had that sort of spat at Old Trafford, he was in the commentary box for Sky Sports and he slagged the club off. He slagged the team off. And basically the club said, you're no longer going to have access to our players. It's well documented. Alan Smith said it himself. But since... I think for the last few years, he's been allowed to have access to the club again. And not just as a media man, but just have genuine access to the dressing room, which he was never allowed to have before, which just says it all. People in football are very, thin-skinned. Arteta is the most thin-skinned man ever. Clearly, in conclusion to what we've seen, what it looks like to us is that Mikel Arteta is basically going to be the only surviving member of the transfer committee. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs, because their jobs is to make sure Mikel Arteta gets what he wants. Because for some reason, as long as Mikel Arteta gets in the top 4, he's going to get what Mikel wants, Mikel gets.
Yeah, and this is the point. Mikel is the dictator of this whole club. The whole club. He runs everything. Yeah,
like Wenger was.
He's got more power than Wenger.
He's more powerful than Wenger. This man,
he's got way more power than Wenger. Yeah, because David Dean was pulling the reins back on Wenger for years and years. Who's pulled the reins back on this guy? It was only in the last couple of years that Wenger...
After Dean left, who's pulling the reins back on Wenger? Because
no one.
Wenger left 11 years.
But then it got unsustainable and then he fucking got told, piss off. As soon as he finished outside of that top 4, the Cronkies had enough.
11 years afterwards, he got told. So for those next 11 years, who's pulling Wenger's chain?
Hey, you know what it is? I think what Lee's trying to say is that he's got more power. His rise to power has come quicker than what Wenger had.
At least Wenger had to earn his power.
Yeah. Wenger got power based off of accomplishments. What we saw. This brother here just got it just based off of just because he looked good.
Yeah, because he's Arteta and he's worked with Pep. Yeah. On that basis, we should have gave the job to Steve Bold. He worked with Wenger for longer. Do you know what I mean? It's a load of bollocks. This club's a shambles, mate.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been a shambles for a fucking long time.
I want to hear from these Arteta in YouTubers that and we know who we're talking about. I'm not going to name them, and see what their response is to this today. Are they going to be crying? Are they going to be actually honest about this? And
no, they'll sit on the fence. They'll sit on the fence, Jez, and they'll play both sides because this is what they do. It'll get them a few sponsors. It'll get them a gig at an American sports event. It'll get them a gig like, I don't know, a red carpet gig. It might get them to a FIFA awards ceremony. Yeah, and they can get a free edition of FIFA to play on their PS5 or their Xbox. Yeah, and this is what they do. It might get them a gig at Football.London next season when they sign up another fucking 2,500 mutants, football trend writers. Yeah, which basically just go on Twitter, see what's trending, and make a whole load of bollocks stories out of it. They're storytellers, these people. Yeah, the scumbags. These people use their channels as a portfolio to get the job they want. Yeah, whereas we use our channels to say what we think, not what we think people are like.
Well, there was a show last night with that woman, the squad, and she had 2 of your favourite journos on there, boys.
Who's that?
You know who they are.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't even.
And my favourite man, not, and he talks absolute bullshit. But they just sit there waffling. Speak the truth.
Yeah, but this is what they do. They sound like the manager. They speak a lot without saying anything. They've mastered the art of doing that. Speaking a lot, not saying a lot. But when they do speak and say something, they've covered every angle. David Ornstein's the best at this. Sorry, David Ornstein will talk for 5 minutes straight and tell you nothing that you didn't already know. And he'll cover every angle. So when the deal don't go through, well, it was based off of this. So he's got the backup for that. If the deal does go through, Ornstein,
He's
the bomber.
He's
fucking wronging, mate. Yeah, that guy sat on a podcast once, and said he came from humble beginnings. No, he didn't. He qualified at a fucking University of Brighton. Yeah, with a degree. He made out that he made his way, from humble beginnings, and he qualified with a degree out of Brighton University. Made out he was some poor little kid and piss off.
Yeah, what is humble beginnings? And what
humble beginnings is silver spoon in his mouth in this case.
What I don't understand, right, is that why do people, whenever they achieve something, feel guilty about it, what they achieve? I don't care whether you went to Eton or Cambridge, or where you went to private school, or whether you went to St. Aloysius, Highbury Grove, or even La Santa Union, for the girls, or you went to Holloway. I don't care. If you if you even dropped out of school, some of the most some of the richest and most clever people on the planet, didn't even have an education. Yeah, so Philip Green. So Philip Green, left school
at the age of 12, 13, and he's a multi-billionaire. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Paraboy down in East London. Come on.
That's mad. Let me grab these super chats real quick. Listen, there's 2.2 in the building. 226 away from 1,000 likes. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More, Matty's channel, The Southern Gooner, and Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. All links are in the same pinned comment that is in the live chat. Bless up to everyone who is locked in. Sub to me as well.
You know what, Lee? We're going to talk about the debacle on Monday, but this is bigger.
That's what I'm saying. Mate, this is what I'm saying. Like, when you've got Vinay quitting and you've got Edu quitting, that tells me there's something wrong in that board level. Yeah. And the one common denominator is the manager is getting everything he wants, no matter what. So that guy, for me, is the one in control. Big up Book of Eli, my guy, bro. 10 spliffs won more than Arteta, yet he is gone. Right. Yep. He's been to 3 times more finals in half the time, 1 double, and been sacked. Because unfortunately, mate, people have been conned into thinking league finish, is better than a trophy. League finish. Who gives a shit where you finish in the league?
League, guys.
If you don't win it, it's irrelevant. Unless you get relegated.
I've got the next one, though. This is getting really good, right? Apparently now, I've been told by I've seen on Twitter, I've been told by a lot of people as well, that if Liverpool have the temerity to finish above Arsenal, he's got to go. That anyone other than City wins the league, he's got to go. So that's your standard. So basically, Man City weren't beatable last season, the season before, because that's what I'm hearing right now. Not only have I heard today that people are saying about, we are talking, commenting on Edu and saying what a great job he's done, and the fact that he was really nice guy, he was amiable and approachable. And I heard that it happens in football, it's business, blah, blah. What I've heard them last week was now Liverpool are not on Arsenal's level. If Arsenal finish below Liverpool, then i.e. they finish third, Liverpool win second, or Liverpool win the league above us, he now has got to go.
Go on, mate. I know what you're going to say. We had this conversation earlier. I know what you're going to say. Go on, mate.
So if they come to us and say, and we say, well, what phase is he in? Say, well, you can't say on slot because he has a better team. He walked into a better situation than what Arteta walked into. But then they go back and they'll say, well, if Liverpool finish above us because they're supposed to be an inferior team, then we got to sack Arteta. So you see how the super fan, like they try to set you up. You see how they try to set the back out the door. They always try
every single act.
Yeah. It's not just one person. It's not the obvious person, Matty. It was a litany of
there's hundreds of these people, thousands of them.
And so I'm not picking on that person. I've heard it first from that one person. We've had conversations live on TV last week on Dan's channel. It's not just him. There's a lot of people now saying that what I've suspected for a long time since obviously when I was abroad at the end of the season, I've actually thought we won the league the way some of our fans are going on. So it's not. So basically, how if we can translate that into sort of like, terms that we can understand, only one team's got a right to finish above Arsenal is Man City. Only one team's got a right to finish win more trophies than Arsenal's Man City. Apart from that, as long as we're second to Man City, it's okay. That's what they just said.
Yeah.
Comments.
Yeah, because they're born losers. Most of this fan base online, not all of them, but I'd say the majority of them online, I've never seen us win a league title. And if they did, they were super young.
Mm.
Yeah, so they've only ever seen us win a few cups. So putting us in a title race for 2 years straight, they see that this guy is the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, but then you have to ask these people, like Matty did live on the emergency meeting the other night. Matty said to a Gale, about, was it the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, would you take the President's Cup, which is the most points that a team gets, or would you take the Stanley Cup, which is the actual championship, but the best team in the league?
3-1.
Yeah, which would you take? And you saw Egal went to fumbling and bumbling. And I told him, I said, look, the reason I asked that because I'm a New York Rangers fan. We won the President's Cup, but we didn't win the Stanley Cup. Ask me which one do I wish I would have won. I wish I would have won the Stanley Cup. I care less about the most points.
And to put that into perspective, you can still qualify for the Stanley Cup if you finish 8th.
That's correct.
From 1 to 8.
Yep.
Yeah, so you get the trophy, the plate, whatever it is, for finishing first, the most points. But you can finish 8th and still qualify for the Stanley Cup, which is the major.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want the most points trophy or finish 8th and then go and win the Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he shut his mouth real quick. And this is the point. Yeah. A lot of these people, that support American football teams, American basketball teams, so on and so forth, they hold their clubs of American sports to completely different standards to the English football teams. Yeah. Same with Regal, Canadian. Yeah. I asked him on a show. Yeah. Literally, I think it was about 2 weeks after Man City lost to Man City beat Tottenham last season, 14th of May. Yeah, and I said, so are you a Maple Leafs or a Canadians fan? He went, Maple Leafs. I said, would you want the Canadians to win against somebody if it meant that the Maple Leafs could win the title? He went, hell no. I said, so why the fuck were you supporting Tottenham 2 weeks ago then? Mm-hmm. Same shit. Same shit. But these are the ones that are not so much a gal, but these are the ones that are ultra positive about everything. And it's not just Americans that do this or Canadians that do this. There's so many fans in England that support our club that do the same because they've never seen us win a league title. I see comments every single day. I had one 2 or 3 when I was on with Saeed earlier today saying this guy would be unhappy even if they won the league. Yeah. And I said, Saeed, let me just read that comment. I said, bruv, I've seen us win 5 league titles. Yeah. If we win the league, this guy, I'd be fuming. Well, how about fucking win it and we're seeding? Because how comes when we won the FA Cup and I had this channel, the semi-final has done 90k views and the final's done 90k views. And I had 18,000 subs then. Yeah. Put that into perspective now with 5 times more subs. That'd be about 250,000 views, maybe more. 300,000 views.
And look,
now imagine we won the league the last 2 years. He would have surpassed Wenger by doing back-to-backs. He wouldn't have surpassed him in total trophies, of course. He would have done back-to-back. That's something Wenger never done. When we got to January, when we were 7 or 8 points clear that season, and we signed Trossard, I think he was our first signing. I think we beat Man United as well. Yeah, I sat here on this channel and I said, yo, I think we're going to win it. No fucker clips that up though, do they? They just see the meltdown because they come and watch for 10 seconds or see a 10-second fucking clip on TikTok. Their TikTok brain, thick as shit, born in deficit, born buffering these people, yeah? Right? And they just want to get along. Then you've got the ones that want to be aspiring young journalists because they see Charlie Boy Watts writing a book about Arteta's revolution. Yeah, 1 trophy in 18, motherfuckers. What are you waffling about? What revolution? The only revolution here is, mate, you lot are all on the payroll and you've conned millions of people around the world, yeah, because you're too spineless to sit in a fucking press conference and stick it on him. Pause. Yeah, that's a bullshit, man.
That's why he got so mad, Lee. I'm trying to figure out what game it was this year. He was so agitated when the press actually was asking him questions about the game. What'd you make that? It might have been the Bournemouth game. Why?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, why you didn't do this, or why did you bring this player on? And he got really irritated, and he's like, "Well, it just walked off. Just got mad, just left the press."
Said, "Oh my, yeah." I don't think it was Bournemouth. I think it was before that. It might have been Brighton, and then we played a Champions League game, and they asked him the same, and he got the ump. And that is it, or it was a press conference for the next game, and he said, "Well, my views ain't changed from the other day."
He
got the ump. Then when he wants to give you something, when it's all a jolly up at London Colney. Yeah, and they're all eating their tea and biscuits. Yeah, and you got fucking TalkSport Moose, the fat fuck. Yeah, eating all the fucking sandwiches. Yeah, Charlie Boy Watts and James Bench. You notice Chris Wheatley's wormed his way back in. The guy said Party weren't on the plane because of the allegations. Yeah, he weren't on the plane. He was on the plane. He got potted and went to Nottingham Forest for a year. He's wormed his way back into Arsenal. Nobody's fucking mentioned it, mate. Nobody's mentioned it. This guy gave false information about a player, because he wanted to be the first to pull it out. He didn't fact check.
I told you they sitting down on Fridays. It's a jolly up. They have a good old fashioned time on Fridays, laughing and playing and cutting the fool and lollygagging. They don't asking questions, nothing serious. It's all stupid. The most stupidest questions you could find. They ask, and then
So, Mikel, will the goalkeeper whose surname begins with R be playing in goal this weekend? What do you mean? What are you fucking waffling about? Then they go, will you be having a drink with Aubameyang? Yeah, will you be going for a coffee with Aubameyang when we play Chelsea? They've gone to journalism school for this. They got a degree in journalism to ask this bullshit. And this is how I know they're all on the payroll, directly or indirectly, because they all sit there chatting bollocks. I know people that get in these press conferences. Yeah, I know a lot of people. Kenny, you know a few as well. You know the same people.
Look, I know. I go to match day. If you go to the match day, to the match, and you see like the press box, there's actually 3 sections. There's one section for like the established journalists, like you've got TalkSport, you'll have TalkSport there, and then you'll have journalists like you'll have John Cross, get on with him really well. Oliver Holt, I get on with him now. We get on really well. And you'll have all the serious journalists, and then in the middle you'll have the club guys, people work for the club.
Charlie Boy Watts, James Bench, Chris Wheatley.
No, you have people from the Arsenal
sorry. Yeah.
So, and then you might have the London BBC London on that bank of desks, a row of desks, or you'll be with the established people, and then on the third row you'll have everyone. You'll have people from Football London, people who've just got access and got a press pass here and there. So that's 3 different people, and they're all got. It's all like a hierarchy. One thing I've been told by a journalist as well. I said, so I saw one journalist queuing up for food. Queuing up to buy his food, and I said, hang on here, what's going on here? Why are you buying your food today? Because not today. I'll just come as a fan. I said, so what happens normally? He says, they basically have been given like a buffet at half time.
Yeah, bro. You know, he's working TV.
Yeah, I won't name him, but he's let's just say he's very famous. He's French.
You know, I used to work as a journalist, and Lee, this, Kenny. I used to actually be a sports reporter, so I know how this works. You go in there, you ask your questions, they buffet, you get your credentials, all this kind of good stuff. This is why this is why Lee, I show you all the time. I say this is the difference in our journalism and the journalism over there. They ask a question. You come off the field of a loss. Well, sir, why did you play? Why did you run that play that cost the team the loss? And then the coaches got to answer the question. And if you don't answer it, you get made a fool out of. The problem over there is too many people that I don't have one in front of me. They get that brown envelope. As long as you can come in, as long as you don't ask the hard
fucking ball to Mahrez, bro. Bosh, 4-1.
As long as you don't ask the hard questions, they'll let you in. They give you all the access you need and everything. But as soon as you turn the corner and say, well, we spent $65 million. You all spent $65 million on Havertz. Do you think that the goal output should be a little bit better? He'll never get back in that game. Lee, remember that one lady about 3 years ago? That one lady
Gal, what's her name? Gal, what's her fucking
Gal Davies.
Gal Davies, Sky Sports. She ruined him, mate.
She went up one side down the other.
Brentford, first game of the season, wasn't it? She said, right, so Mikel, I've took down notes of your last press conference of last season. Yeah, and you said that you need to do this, and this going forward into this season. Obviously, it's the first game of the season against Brentford. So what have you achieved from what you said in your last press conference? Fucking ruined him. Absolutely ruined him. Ruined him. Yeah, destroyed him. Yeah, you got Charlie Boy Watts writing a book about this guy, bruv. Yeah, selling it on fucking Amazon and Etsy and all of this shit, yeah? Bro, that guy is not a journalist. He is a content creator. He has a YouTube channel. Yeah, he's got his own website. He's selling Arsenal merch. His own version of Arsenal merch on his website. He's a fucking ponce, mate.
I think in terms of, in order to make money as a journalist, you've got to be like a top man to earn the 6 figures. That's what I've been told.
Kenny, these football clubs, have very quickly realised, if we get the journalists in our back pocket, we can control the narrative that the club wants to the masses. And when you can control the media, you can control the masses. And they've done that.
Yeah, but don't you?
I'll give you another one. Yeah, I'll give you another one. Kaya Kanyak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's there. I was seeing him at games.
That guy wrote an article the other day. Yeah, and I did this on my show the other night. Yeah, right? I did this on my show the other night before the Newcastle game. He was making out, that Odegaard was back in the team for this weekend's game. He was back in the squad. He made out. And in that article, he wrote on football.shit, and that is the worst rag out the fucking lot of them. That's worse than the Sun, right? Real talk. They just employ anybody, and then they call him a football trends writer. So basically, you're just a fucking Twitter fucking fan that got a job, and you're just going off what's trending, right? He wrote in that article, Arsenal. No, it's before the Newcastle game, and he said, Arsenal are fresh off of the back of a win. In their Carabao Cup game against Bournemouth. That then went to the chief editor who proofread that, and it went out to print for the masses around the world. We beat fucking Preston, mate, not Bournemouth. We didn't play Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. This is the level of journalism we're dealing with. And not only that, right? There's a is it Reach PLC or Reach LLC or whatever it was? They run over 120 of these fucking rags in the UK. Reach.
Oh, I know that.
Right. They run the Daily Mirror, the Sunday Mirror, the Tire, all of them. The Express, the Standard. They run all the regional ones. I went through this on the stream. I showed the whole fucking thing the other night. These men are con artists, mate. And I know that when you go into a press conference, right? So I'll give an example. I think it was Gal Davis the other day. She was on the side of the London Colney training pitch, right? Said, there's no sign of Calafiori, Ben White or Saka, but we've only got our 15 minutes access. That was 3 hours before Arteta started his press conference, or 4 hours before he started his press conference, They then go back in for their tea biscuits and prawn sandwiches. They're now locked away. All of a sudden, they chopped Bukayo Saka out and Ben White out, didn't they? No Calafiori, obviously. Who started the game? Bukayo Saka and Ben White. But they weren't in training. So now the whole world, oh my God, this is against Liverpool. Oh my God. I don't think Ben White did start, did he? I can't remember. Oh my God. They're sides, bro.
He started.
He did. You're right. They both started. But if you listen to that reporter, and I like her, I think it was her. But they only had 15 minutes of access pitch side at Colney. Then they go in and have their tea and biscuits in a totally different room where you can't see the training pitch. Then they chop Bukayo Saka and Ben White out. So now the whole world thinks, oh my God, fucking hell. Now Liverpool are conned, which is what he was trying to do, con Liverpool into believing that Saka and Ben White weren't going to play. Cool, I understand that. That's great. Dark arts and all of that, But cool, but you're conning the fans. These journalists are sitting in a press conference not asking questions we want the answers to. If you go through his last press conference, it is a fucking disgrace. It was one of his better ones, to be fair, because he openly admitted a couple of things. It was like, this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. But if you listen to the press conferences or read the press conference transcripts, next to fuck all is about the game. I do a press conference reaction every week. When we played, I think it was Wolves. There was 1 out of 33 questions about the game. So what is the point in this press conference? It's a Wolves press conference. Then when Tommy Tuchel got the job for England, half of the press conference was asking about Tommy Tuchel. Who gives a shit? The other day, it was all asking about Ethan and Wary. How about what we're going to do to beat Newcastle? Then they get their question. We see it after Dundalk, where Charlie Boy Watts got hotted up. Mulligan came off the bench. 38 seconds later, scored. They had number 38 on his back, didn't he? And he sat there, Arteta, and said, I'm not asking the question because your colleagues are laughing in the background. Do you remember that one? And then the comms guy said, have you got another question, Charles? And he went, how about, answer that one. Can you answer that one, please? They don't do that because they get kicked out. And this is why I have the ump with them, because they're fraudulent fucks, mate. They're fraudulent fucks. They're conning millions of people with this con as well, because the club ain't going to tell us everything. But if you go back to when Fergie was managing, Fergie said in a press conference, your job as journalists is to report the truth. Don't misquote what I say, and I'll tell you the truth, and blah, blah, blah. Since then, fast forward 15 years, we've had COVID, control everything. And these football clubs have took the wholesale piss ever since. 5-1 Maras again. Bosh. They've took the piss ever since. If you control the fucking media, you can control the narrative, and that means you control the people. So when people like us come out with shit, you're negative.
Hey, Lee, I've just got I've just looked at the Sky Sports Centre. The narrative from the club is Arsenal understood to be surprised and disappointed by Edu's decision to leave the club?
Load of bollocks.
Yeah.
They knew that was coming.
Yeah.
They'd been knew that. There's no way.
Load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, load of bollocks. Let me grab these super chats quick. Big up Lauren. Bless up, babe. There's a reason why Michael Edwards was wanted by Madrid, Barca, United, Chelsea, and Edu was wanted by Forest. Levels. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
Big up Lauren. Yeah, big up Dugout Football Channel. Make sure you sub. Club jumped the gun, giving Arteta a new deal too. I don't think they did jump the gun. I just think that was already signed already. I think that was signed before the summer window opened. I think that was signed last season. Yeah, that was always part of the plan. He's got Josh Kroenke wrapped around his little finger, mate.
Put a star by that, Lee. I'm going to come back to that. Put a star by that.
Oh, yeah. Well, remember it because I've unstarred it now.
Yeah,
big up Landon as well. Landon Lowe as well. Bless up, bro. You actually think Arteta was fine with Sterling? Yeah, I do. However, I think that Sterling's come to the club and has not shown the level required that I think Arteta thought he would, which is why he don't play him. And I think that was the same with Fabio Vieira. I think he wanted Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira never showed the sign that he could get to the level he thought he would be. And that's why I didn't play him. Yeah, and Mikel Arteta is a user, as we know, which is cool. I'm fine with that. Yeah, but he will give you 1-2 shots. And if you don't do it, you're banished on the bench. We've seen it with Smith Rowe. Yeah, Smith Rowe was fit and available for 6 months straight, sat on the bench. Yeah, and then people go, oh, he's always injured. No, he was fit for 6 months. He barely played because he weren't at the level required for what Mikel Arteta wants. And I think that's the same with Sterling. Tierney's another one. Kieran Tierney apparently can't. Yeah, Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. Yeah, good one. Kieran Tierney is still our best left back. Big up Landon, bro. Big up GGP. Robbie don't think there's better sporting director out there who could do the same job as Edu for Arsenal at the minute. Well, he's just probably lost his plug, mate, because I know that Arteta don't want him in the press conference factually. Yeah. So now the plug's gone. Let's see if they get into any more presses over the next 2 years. Let's have a look. Let's see, because I know Arteta don't want him there. Real talk. I'm not even taking the piss. Was
Arteta at the football club during the? Yeah, he was there. You know, with the when AFTV became the talk of the town. In 2015, 2016, he was our club captain.
He was playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Edu, so notice how they kept bumping into Edu and not Arteta. Why was it always Edu they bumped into? Do you remember when the World Cup in Qatar was on and Sonic Cecil bumped into the entire hierarchy in a restaurant in America? Just out of nowhere. The World Cup's on, but our entire hierarchy are having dinner at this restaurant and Cecil just happened to bump into him. Like, do me a favour. Fuck off. Yeah? Do me a favour. Get out of it. They ain't conning me, mate. They started this positivity trend. I think the club started the positivity trend. Trust the process and all that. And this guy who runs that channel will sell family members to fucking keep it relevant. Unfortunately for him, it's dying a slow and painful death. So it is what it is, isn't it? Big up TB, man. Big up Riku. The only revolution at Arsenal is another revolution around the sun without a trophy. Was Charlie Boy Twat's book about that? Yeah. It's mad, isn't it, bro? Suck off the club, you get a book deal. You're allowed to sell merch with Arsenal Football Club's name on it and the badge of Arsenal on it. If we did that, I'd get shut down and done for fucking trademark.
Yep.
It's what it is, isn't it? But if you suck the club off every day, yes. Yeah, okay, Mikel. Fuck off. Yeah, Arsenal women have more standards. Lol. Yeah, Eidval. Yeah, he bounced. He's one the same as Super Duper Mick, by the way.
Yeah,
Eddie messed up in the summer and he knows it, left us short and decides to leave. I'm glad he's given leave him, but he's only part of the problem. I think Arteta's the biggest problem. I can't lie. But he's employed by the Cronkies, so you'd have to go back to the Cronkies, I suppose, wouldn't you? Club statement released.
You know it is the league, though. And what thing is, one thing about our dear manager, is that...
Fuck, no, don't call it a fucking...
But when the plaudits were, when we're winning games, the amount of, congratulations you're accepting left, right, and centre. Whenever there's a problem, it's never him. It's not his team selections. It's not his tactics. It's the referees.
Yeah.
Us not being
VAR.
Referees.
Remember they did all the hardest work about this guy who's openly admitted he's a Liverpool fan. He was in VAR at the weekend. Yeah, they can't use that one now, can they? Yeah, because we had one shot on target and we're fucking useless.
Oh,
No dodgy decisions in that game.
Lee, last season though, there was an alleged dodgy decision, but we only had one shot. We only had one back pass.
Yeah, we had 0 shots on target against Newcastle last year.
Yeah, I know.
Right, let me play this. Let me play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play this clip because I know I don't get done for copyright on this. Yeah, yo, get these likes up. Bless up everyone locked in. Watch this clip. Yeah, because they were talking about this Liverpool game the other week. Yeah, when we drew 2-2. Yeah, right. And they were waffling about that. Yeah, watch this, Kenny. You'll remember this. This was right in front of you last season. Watch this, guys.
Let's watch now as they come together. Havertz run straight into the Liverpool one. It's actually a rather cynical.
I'll play it one more time so Jez can see as well. So they want to talk about this, yeah? He never got booked for that. That should have been a fucking straight red. He could have broke his fucking neck.
Let's watch now as they come together. Havertz run straight into the Liverpool one. It's actually a rather cynical.
He didn't get booked for that. If you go to the Newcastle game last season, do you remember when he went flying in off on the side of the pitch? Do you remember Newcastle away last season? He went flying in. That should have been a straight red. He got booked for that. Do you remember that same Liverpool game? I'll show it one more time for anyone who didn't clock it, yeah? This same Liverpool game, we all watched it. He threw the linesman's flag out of his hand and threw it on the floor in the same game last year. Didn't get booked. He got booked in the 95th minute of that game, yeah, for dissent. And they want to talk about refs. Yeah, he should have been straight redded for this. Yeah, that is fucking disgusting what he done on Van Dijk. Yeah, disgusting.
Let's watch now as they come together. Havertz run straight into the Liverpool one. It's actually a rather cynical.
Trying to hurt him.
That's
and
why
the way Van Dijk landed, he's lucky he didn't do his neck.
that's why Van Dijk this year was kicking him like. Hey,
that's why Van Dijk was going for him. Exactly.
Oh, I mean, this season they said, well, "All right, I'll get you."
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
yeah. And then they're all crying about, "Oh, that should have been a red where he flicked his leg out at 29." Okay, cool. What about that then? What about when he threw the linesman's flag out?
They worry about everything except this.
If you actually look at that,
This is what you
say again, Jez.
that tackle that Havertz did there on Van Dijk, that's almost violent conduct.
It is violent conduct, Jeff.
Straight red.
That's assault. It's a fucking assault.
Don't call red. For the concern, that's a red. For the concern, this is what they need to be concerned about right here. Look in that box.
I'll be 1 minute.
Yeah, look in this box, Kenny. Everything in red is a completed pass. Look at this box right here. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. 3 completed passes in that box in the second half against Newcastle. Look at the U. Look at the U right there. Look at the U. Hey, what you say, Jazz? U-shaped football? Here it is right here in front of you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Every fan who watched that game, regardless of what they thought of the manager, whether they're behind him or not, every fan was fuming with that game. There was nowhere for anyone to go to. We couldn't, talk about referees. We couldn't talk about, controversial decisions. We just saw it for our eyes. Everyone collectively, when we saw the teams come out for the second half and we saw no changes, we're all livid. Everyone was livid. And then he made the change for about how many minutes to go did he make start making the changes? 20 minutes to go when the game was done. Let's be honest. As soon as Newcastle scored, it was over. I didn't see the goal. Did you?
No. Do y'all notice something on this? Do you notice something on this? And shout out to DJB in the chat. He was on with me this morning. Shout out to him. He brought this up. Look at this. Do you notice anything here? I didn't notice it until he said something. Not one arrow going this way.
Exactly. I'll just sit here.
Not one arrow going straight down the middle. Not one. Look, you can look on all sides of the U. Not one. We are in major trouble. This is why I said this manager is going to walk this year because the buyout's too big. Because he signed that contract, the buyout's too big. He's going to walk under this premise. He's going to walk away because one, it allows him to not look so bad for his next employer because he's not getting the sack.
I think I've already got my suspicions about his next employer. I just think that it's a case of go away, get your experience. It's a good opportunity. We don't want you to go, and then Pep's not going to be here forever. Or I call him Joey because Giuseppe Guardiola. I'm going to say Joey's not going to be here forever, and we could. And there's a chance for you. All you got to do at Arsenal is just get in the top 4. That's all you've got to do at Arsenal. And let's face it, in the last couple of seasons, he's done that, hasn't he? but with a bit of icing in the cake, i.e. a championship challenge.
Lee, did you notice on that graphic that I had? There's no look at this. Look where the arrows are not going.
Yeah, straightforward in the middle.
Look right
Why
here.
they were sideways?
Look at it.
Which is why, Matty, yeah? Which is why, lads, yeah? Right? When you watch us get counter-attacked, it is straight through the fucking middle. Why? Because everyone's pulling out wide.
Watch this right here. I'm gonna tickle y'all. Y'all gonna have a real good laugh. You know where all of these came from? In the last 2 minutes of the game, right here.
Yeah.
That cross right there, the Declan Rice that he missed the head on right there. That's the cross right there. So for the majority,
all of them came in the last 2 minutes. The ones in that 6-yard box
came in the last few minutes of the game.
And Matty, who knew that Declan Rice was played better as a left eight? Who knew, eh?
Who knew Declan Rice is better as a centre back than anything?
Yeah. Who knew, eh? Who knew that Marino was not ready for?
Who knew Marino was shit?
Yeah.
Who knew, eh?
So you know what? And a fella brought it up on the chat with me and Jess yesterday. How Ozzy, shout out Ozzy, brought up how slow he is. Molasses. They say,
mate, I told everybody this, mate. They did not listen to me. I watch La Liga every single fucking week, mate. Yeah, and I said this guy is shit. Yeah, he looks good at Sociedad because they got no ambition to do anything. Yeah, but he's their third or fourth best central midfielder. And here we are. He's slower than he's slower than Xhaka. Yeah. But he had the biggest amount of ball recoveries in the top 7 leagues. Who gives a shit? Ooh. Yeah, Zubimendi's their best midfielder. Brace Mendes is better than him. Even Turientes. Yeah, he plays out wide, but he plays in centre as well. He's better than him. Bro, I could go through their whole team. Kubo's better than him. Yeah, and the reason I was watching him last season, closely, is because Tierney was there. And that fucking scrub manager kept benching him for Javi Gallan. Who's gone back to Atleti now. Yeah. But people gassed themselves up into believing, if we get this guy, he's going to unlock Martinelli. Unlock what? Did he leave the key in Sociedad? No, real talk. Did he leave the key in Sociedad?
Anyway, what's this all about locking Martinelli? I mean, if you talk about Martinelli, right? I mean, what's this fetish about Martinelli? Why is it not okay to criticise him? Once again, he got pocketed by Livramento, who is basically, wait for it, Newcastle's backup right back. And the only reason why, like Trippier isn't playing, it has nothing to do with Trippier having an hamstring. It's because
Trippier, to do with his off-field activities.
Yeah, leaving the camera.
He can't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, he keeps on leaving the camera on for.
Did you see the picture of him sat with 4 birds yesterday?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Trippier is basically refusing to play because he wants to go back to Manchester. Because his wife's been. You don't want to play for Newcastle. But anyway, footballing talking away. Livramento gave Martinelli a yard. What happened? He quieted Martinelli and had him in his pocket. Just like Martinelli was given a yard in all the games that I see. He was given a yard by Dibbling against Southampton. And he was given about 2 yards by Konate. And each side, all 3 of them had Martinelli in here, lock and key, sipped up in his pocket.
But do you know why? Do you know why he doesn't burst past them? Because that Liverpool game, that would have been right in front of you, wouldn't it? That's your side. Yeah. That was second half. Yeah, it's right in front of you. Yeah, he had that chance, and that's Arteta's side as well. Yeah, Arteta's on that side of the pitch. Yeah, he had that chance to burst past Konate. Right, Arteta was giving it all of that. I swear down, he told him don't burst past him. Yeah, obviously I don't know because Arteta's back of his head was facing the camera. Yeah, but the fact that he was going down that touchline and he could do Konate. Probably for pace. He wouldn't do him for physicality, but he might do him for pace, even though he's lost a yard. Yeah. Arteta was giving it all of that. Yeah. And he stopped. And the only time he got past any of his men on that day, he gave the ball away and it resulted in their equaliser. So Arteta's right and justified by saying don't take your man on because he ain't fuck. But then why'd you keep playing him?
Yeah, but I don't
Why don't you put Trossard out there?
If he was Saka, that you needed to play a lock Saka, I get it. Because Saka, regardless of what we say about Saka gives us moments and gives us numbers. This guy, and I say it respectfully, he hasn't done anything since the 21-22 season and probably most of the 22-23 season. Apart from that, all right, he's had his injury, but defenders have worked this guy out. Why can't people just let it go? All right, people keep on, going back to that game against Chelsea when Kante fell over and he ran through Went through no one to go and put that ball in the net. And since then, we're saying that Martinelli's going to be elite, that we've got to give him time. How much time does he need? I mean, come on. If my manager was trying to get Mudryk in my place, either that would be, give me a reason to say, you know what, I'm going to show this guy that he's made the wrong decision. Because even though Mudryk hasn't settled at Chelsea, and he hasn't done it, or let's face it, he's been next to
Is that part of why Arteta mad about not getting the Mudryk, man? Edu deal with it.
But Martinelli, but the fact is, Martinelli's only got in games because Trossard hasn't got any plays, and because Sterling is falling off Sterling's falling off first class, and he's basically in standard accommodation there.
This is how you know. This is how you know, yeah. Vegas, I'll come back to that in a sec, my guy. In fact, I'll read it now. Some fans are saying what a great job Edu did, but what if he had hired someone else to do that job with the resources Edu had? Facts. What about Monchi?
What I tell you about what's my boy we talked about this morning? Gazetas. What I tell you about Gazetas this morning? I said Gazetas actually, for much as the hell we gave him, Gazetas did a damn better job than what Edu did.
Facts. Look at the ballers we had under Gazetas. Yeah, and this is what I wanted to say as well. Yeah, nobody can tell me, yeah, right, that when you look at the forward players that we've signed, that this ain't Arteta and it's Edu. It ain't Edu. It's Arteta that gets the final say. He signed Raheem Sterling. Why? Because he's worked with him. He signed 29. Yeah, cool. That's not one he's worked with. Yeah, so you could say maybe that was an Edu signing. Yeah, but then I still believe that's an Arteta signing because he wanted to play him in midfield because he's technically better than some of the other players, although he's still shit. That project failed after 20-odd games. He sat in a press conference and said you can't judge him until 55 games. 55 games. After 20-odd games, he put him up front. Yeah, every time he's played in midfield since, he stinks. Right? If you're going to play him up front and keep him well away from midfield. Right? Then you look at Jesus. He worked with him. Zinchenko. He worked with him. Yeah, most of the attacking players or the players that he's wanted to be the main cogs in our team, he's worked with. Sterling, he brought in. I'm adamant, yeah, that is his signing. That's his signing. He thought he would get to that level, yeah, because he worked with him at Man City. And if we could get the crosses in from Odegaard and from Saka, he could be the backstick tapping merchant that he was at fucking City. Yeah, difference is we ain't got Kevin De Bruyne, lads.
But Lee, what does it say about his judgment when Man City didn't give him Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva,
interested in Sane as well. Sorry,
and all those players. Why was he giving players like Jesus, who's not a regular starter for the team, Zinchenko, who basically shared the position as left back, and why was he giving Sterling, who was told by Maresca his services were no longer required? That says a lot about his judgment. That he thinks he's got players that when he coached at Man City was not Sterling, but Zinchenko and Jesus. They weren't even like first choice on the Pep.
No, so he's the guy that'll go to a strip club. Yeah, he'll get a lap dance. Yeah, and he'll think he can change her. That's basically what he's doing with his players. Oh, I can change him. I can revive her.
He's a white knight simp. That's what he is. A white knight simp.
Well, you know what? You guys are 100% right. But again, the fact is, he's never him. It's never him, and that's going to be the problem. I'm glad that some of these guys have set standards now. Some sort of standards. I hate to say, if Liverpool finished above Arsenal, then we want him out. At least they're setting standards. I think they're mad because I still think that Liverpool, if you've got Salah, Salah in your team, and you've got Alisson in goal, and you've got Kelleher, who's the best number 2 in the world, and you've got Van Dijk, well, you've got a spine to win the championship. So if Liverpool win it, they'll win it because they've got bloody good players who are better than us. And let's face it, on the quiet, we've always thought Liverpool, if they got their shit together, are better than us.
Facts. Before we wrap this up, because I know you got to go, Kenny. Yeah, if you do need to go now, then shout your stuff out and go, because I know you got to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shout myself out. I was going to say, first and foremost, thank you to Matty and Jez for like I said, allowing us to go a bit early. First and foremost as well, just want to announce myself. I'm Kenny King 1972. I had a bit of an exchange with a guy called Tim Free. 0.0 in his place. I sent him an email, and goodness know I've got his email address, but he's had no answer. You know, that's one pork chop who's gone in the freezer. Lost your bottle dead, isn't it? But it's easy to slag me on the comments. But when I emailed you, and you know, told you a few facts and figures, I haven't heard from you. But feel free to slag me off in the comments because I know you're a coward. Anyway, I'm with Jez. I believe I'm with Jez on. Well, we've got a game on Wednesday, so I'm assuming it's going to be Thursday.
Yeah,
and
Thursday if you want, man.
Thursday, and I'll start with Dan at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And obviously, I'm going to watch the rest of the show on the way. And Matty, I saw your show yesterday. Let's just say you left if Edu, you know, had clothes, you basically stripped him naked and probably put him out in the street. You know what you
yeah, with a bell. Shame.
Pushed him out in the street. Shame. And whipped the towel from around him and said, "There you go." And not only you did it when it was like 30 degrees. You cool man.
I appreciate it.
Nah, Kenny, go and enjoy your evening, man.
I went after him like the way he go after Cesc Fabregas.
I know. Don't bring up Cesc because he'll go on a rant. Leave Cesc alone, man. Yeah, you better go. Yeah, we're not having Cesc slander on here, man.
No.
Have a nice evening, man. Big up, bro.
Anyway.
Nah, always love, man. I smashed these likes up as well. The club have officially announced it. So I'm going to read the statement out in a second. DJB, brother, I see you on Matty's show. If you want to come on this channel right now and give your thoughts, because I liked everything you said on Matty's show today, email me. The link's in the description. I'll send you a link right now, mate. Yeah, right now. Yeah, we need more people to spit facts, yeah? More people to spit facts, yeah? So if you want to jump on, feel free. If you don't, that's cool. Yeah, but real talk, everything you said on Matty's channel earlier today, mate, was absolutely nail on the head. So if you want to jump on, the stage is yours. Email me, link in the description. But let's read out this bullshit from this club. I'm not going to share their website because I've refused to. Fuck them. But anyway, it's a picture of Edu looking like he's having a prostate check. Edu Gasper has today resigned from his position as our sporting director. Edu, our former player and invincible, rejoined us in the role of technical director in 2019. He's progressed through the club and was promoted to sporting director in November 2022, where he oversaw men's, women's, and academy football. Oh, really? So he was at fault for all these young players leaving as well then. Fucking hell. We thank Edu for the parts he has played in our renewed football strategy and driving the club forward with the values of Arsenal in his heart. Yeah, what a man. What a guy. Edu said, "This was an incredibly hard decision to make. Arsenal has given me the opportunity to work with so many amazing people and the chance to be part of something so special in the club's history." What was that then? Bottling an 8-point lead. That will forever be in Arsenal's history, bruv. It's the biggest bottle job. 93% champions. Well done. Yeah. It has been a special journey to be proud of. And I thank Stan, Josh, Tim, Lord Harris. Oh, we can't forget Lord Harris of Peckham, lads. He gets a buy every time, doesn't he? Yeah, for the support they have given me. I've loved working with so many great colleagues across our men's, women's, and academy teams, especially Mikel, who has become a great friend. I sucked his toes once upon a time. No, he didn't. Now it is time to pursue a different challenge. Arsenal will always remain in my heart. I wish the club and its supporters only good things and all the very best. Our co-chair, Josh Kroenke. Be excited, guys. We respect Edu's decision and thank him for his immense contribution and dedication to drive the club forward back to a position that was not deemed good enough under Wenger, and actually behind Wenger's worst 5 years, or last 5 years. Anyway, everyone at the club wishes him well. We are also fond of him because he sucks our toes and the positive energy he brings to everything and everyone. Change and evolution is part of our club. Here we go. The spin's coming in, guys. Change and evolution is part of our club. We'll change the manager then, you pussies. Yeah, we remain focused on our strategy and winning major trophies. Our succession plan will reflect the continued ambition. That's it. Cool. So the succession plan is what? And when they say on our strategy, tell us what the strategy is and we'll consider whether we decide to back it or not. Tell us what the project and process is and we'll decide whether we want to back and trust the process. These man chat shit. That is hierarchy, corporate nonsense. Basically, Edu's got told by Josh Kroenke, yeah, you need to bounce, bruv, because Arteta don't like you anymore. Yeah, because you fucked up the summer window and it is what it is. Let's be real with this, yeah? Let's just go back to this last summer window. We know that manager wanted that Spanish goalkeeper from Espanyol, John Garcia. We know he wanted him. We know that 100% fact, right? 30 million buyout. We bid 20. Then we bid 22. Rejected. Piss off. I'm staying here. Yeah.
Don't forget the guy, the fellow that they wanted. What was it? 100,000 pounds, and we showed up with like 50.
Oh yeah, the Wolves goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They wanted 1 million. We bid 50 grand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Right. We also know that Arteta wanted Sesko, and Sesko signed a new deal at Leipzig. Well done. And now he's slapped. How many goals this season? How many goals this guy scored this season? Whether I rate him or not is irrelevant. How many goals has this guy scored this season? Let's have a quick look at him. Let's go, guys. Sesko stats this season. Right, so Sesko, sub-navigation. Hi, how funny is that? I've gone on to transfer mark for Sesko and Edu's face is there.
Yeah.
I'm not even taking a piss. Watch this.
Go on.
Oh, I've typed in Sesko. Sub-navigation stats. Now, this is crazy. We'll load then. Here we go. Benjamin Sesko. He's played 9 Bundesliga games, 3 goals. He's got 7 goals in total, 3 and 3 in the Champions League, 3 assists if you count them. So 10 GA in 13 games. But don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. We've got 29 leading the line.
And
cool.
then you had Jokeris sitting out there with a buyout clause.
Yep. We had all the fucking journalists, all the aspiring young journalists, all these clickbait YouTube channels telling us Jokeris is coming. Jokeris is close. Benzema's close. Mbappe's close. Everyone's close. And we ended up signing Raheem the Dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This guy fucked up that transfer window, and that is why he's left the club, because Arteta has had enough.
A done deal is not a completed deal.
This is very true. Ask Flowers. Yeah, it's bullshit. I'm sick to death of it, mate. This club is a disgrace. Yeah, and when this fan base finally wake up, and listen, our next 4 games Inter away on Wednesday, then we've got Chelsea away on Sunday. Yeah, Chelsea's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, Chelsea's Sunday, I think. Arsenal fixtures. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, Madrid play Saturday, and I'm going to do the Madrid game. Yeah, it's Sunday, right? So we're Sunday 4:30 kickoff UK. Then after that, we have international. Oh, really?
Yeah, we got 2 weeks off.
International break. Then our first game back is Nottingham Forest at home. Well, they're currently above us, and they might still be above us by the end of the weekend. Then 3 days later, we have Sporting Lisbon away, by which time Ruben Amorim would be at Man United. But they've still got Jokeris, and Jokeris this season.
No.
Jokeris stats this season.
Turn away.
Turn away now if you're sitting there thinking what could have been, guys. 10 Liga NOS games, 16. Yes, 16. 16 goals. 16 in 10.
Wow.
He scored 4 the other day. Yeah, 1 assist. Champions League, 3 games, 2 goals. Allianz Cup, 1 game, 2 goals. So he's played 16 games this season. Sorry, that was Edu in mosquito form. 16 games this season, 20 goals, 4 assists. But don't worry, guys. He's already outscored 29 for the whole season, and he's played 16 games.
Just think about that. We had that in the team, man. Just think about that, man. What we could have had.
Well, whether he would have been any good at our club or not, based off of the way this manager plays football, I'm not convinced, because every time I see that guy play, same with Sesko, same with Ollie Watkins, same with Isak, they're not camped on the edge of the box with a striker loitering in the box. They're going on the counter-attack or standing the player up one-on-one, running the channels. We don't play like that. We would have been better suited to a Morata, a Vlahovic, a Dovbyk, a player like that. You know, whether you rate any of these players or not is irrelevant. It's that type of player that can win headers. We've got a 6'4" as a German giraffe up front, who is fucking useless. And we've done, if he goes for the whole length of this contract, without renewing and leaves for a free, that would have cost this football club 132 million quid. 132 million quid. Let that sink in.
Yeah,
For the
great.
fee and the wages. 132 million quid.
You could have went and got Mbappe if you for what you for paying for him. I'm telling you, this whole scenario with these two, it has absolutely crippled us, y'all. It is crippled us. I swear we back where we started from. We're right back where we started
Mate,
from.
we're in a worse position. Let me show you this, guys. Go on, Jess, while I pull this up.
The fascinating thing is what does this club management, this company, see in Edu? Surely they research and they look and they.
He's good at sucking toes, Jez.
Jesus Christ, man.
All right, watch this. Watch this, yeah? Because you guys are not going to believe this unless you've seen me do this before. This is Arsenal's payroll, yeah? This is our top earning players from top to bottom.
Wow.
This guy here is a German giraffe. People want to cry about me getting paid on YouTube, yeah? Let me tell you something right now, you pussies, yeah? Io de puta. Betty Alamio de io de puta por siempre, yeah? This guy is earning £1,666.67 per hour of every single hour a day, every single week, every single month. But you've guessed it, 5 years.
Wow.
So whilst he was playing the other day, plus the halftime, plus the build-up and all of that, he earned the best part of about 5 bags. Yeah, and people want to cry about me because I get a few views on YouTube. Piss off. We still owe this guy £58.2 million in wages.
No.
Gabby Jesus, the Honduran striker posing as a Bolivian that ain't a striker because he openly admits scoring ain't his forte. We still owe him 41.34 million.
Wild.
Yeah. He's still got 3 years left on his deal. Declan Rice, Declan Couscous, Declan Canoa. 49.92 million we still owe this guy. I'll give him a bit of a pass if I'm honest. Yeah, because he ain't stunk it out like this guy above him. Yeah, or however, since that Aston Villa game and that first Bayern Munich game last season, you have been shit. And you better fix up, mate. Real talk. Yeah, 240 grand a week and you're strolling around the pitch like you've been tranquilized. Do me a favor. Yeah, this guy, Hair Flick. Yeah, 49.92 million we owe this guy as well. 240 grand a week. Thomas Partey, 1 year left. Now Don, we give him a new year. Guarantee we give him another deal. 200 grand a week. Bukayo Saka, 195 grand a week. Cool. We'll give you a pass, my friend, because at least you actually fucking give a shit. Yeah, and you've been flogged to death. William Saliba, he owes us absolutely nothing, this guy, but we owe him 29.64 million. Yeah, 190 grand a week. We can quite easily sell that guy for 100 million to Real Madrid, which I think we probably will.
He's out of here.
However, it would not surprise me if Madrid said, just see the contract out, mate. See the contract out. You've got 3 years left. Yeah, it's 2.5. He's got 2.5. These are halves. Yeah, because we're halfway through the year nearly. So, this guy, Martin Kelly, 180 grand a week. How the fuck are we getting rid of you, mate? We still owe him 28 million pounds. 28 million. Just let that sink in, guys.
Edu. That's what he's Edu.
Now, let's go to Raheem the Dream. You've not seen the best of me, guys. Yes, we have. And you owe De Bruyne all of your wages, bruv. Yeah. 8.4 million.
To sit down.
We still owe this guy.
To sit down.
We still owe him 8.4 million, guys. 8.4.
Oh, here's your boy.
Alexander Zinchenko. Oh, dear. 150 grand a week. Spends more time crying about a war that don't exist. Yeah. Instead of actually fucking defending. We still owe him 15.6 mil. Benny Blanco, Benny Benidorm, 150. I'll actually say that he's actually not been a bad signing for us. I'll be real. Playing at centre-back is trash.
Arteta's phasing him out.
Yep, he's got the Ramsdale treatment this year. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, people go, oh, but he's playing through injury. Okay, cool. Well, if he's playing through injury, why did we rush him back from that injury then for him to get injured again then?
Exactly.
150 grand a week, 31.2 mil we still owe him. I'll give him a buy. I'll give him a pass because you know what? Right back, I think he's actually decent. Right, here we go, guys. 1 year left on his contract. We paid 38 million euros for this guy.
That is absolutely wild.
27 million. Wow.
27 million.
Cheers. So, did you see the 38 million euros on a 1 year deal?
Yeah, he had 1 year left, and we paid 38 million euros for that guy, which is what 31.5 million pound. And then we owe him. Guys, 27 million. 27 million. So that's cost us the best part of what, fucking 58 million quid for him.
These are some scary numbers. I don't think people understand how serious this is. This is very concerning.
Here we go. The next Maldini. 120. Have you noticed something here? Yeah, have you noticed something here? Everyone's over 100 grand.
Yeah.
Some are over 200. Right?
Yeah.
Calafiori.
Yeah.
31.2 mil. That contract is 5 years. 5 years. Cool. Kieran Tierney, 110 grand a week. We still owe him 11 mil. He's still got 2 years left. Or a year and a half. Cool. Jorginho, 110 grand. 110 grand. He's in the last year of his contract. It's either him or Party. One of them's getting a new deal.
Wow. I hope it's not him.
Because let's be real, him with 1 year left on his contract and Party up here with 1 year left on his contract, one of them is going to get a new deal. Because we ain't going to go out and spend 50, 60, 70 million quid on another midfielder to replace them. So we're going to do the cheap and cheerful option of signing them up. And it would not surprise me one bit if it's Jorginho over Party.
No.
I'd rather Party. He's our best midfielder.
Yeah.
Right. Now let's go down to Tomiyasu. Just signed a new deal.
Sitting down.
Yeah, always injured. His calves are made of sand. 100 grand a week. 2 years left on his contract. David Raya, we'll give you a pass. Yeah, you've actually been very good since you've been here, mate. Yeah, very good. That's not updated. That must have been... Maybe that has updated. Maybe they're going to trigger, I don't know. Because this website's nailed on most of the time, but that don't add up. 1 year left on his contract. That don't make no sense. Gabi Magalhaes. Yeah, let's be real. He's been our best defender since the Qatar World Cup. Yeah, he's on 100 grand a week. Then when you see somebody like this fucking idiot, 150 grand a week, Zinchenko. Yeah. And you see this guy above him, 162. You see this guy come into the club, 130. Why the fuck is this guy only on 100 then?
You know what's going to happen?
You're in Timber. 18.7 mil we owe him. My baller. Actually our best player in attacking positions. 90 grand a week. Have you noticed only 2 players so far, plus Kivior and Neto, who's on loan? Only 4 players at this club in that squad are under 100 grand a week. How the fuck are we getting rid of these players?
Exactly.
How are we getting rid of them? Who's going to pay to buy these players for a fee and then pay them there or thereabouts what they're on now or more? Who?
We in trouble, bro. I told you, it's a rebuild. It's another. I told you on the phone this morning. I said we back in another rebuild, whether people want to believe it or not.
Yep. And now let's compare that to Liverpool quickly, and we're going to wrap up shortly, guys.
I'm going to have to bounce, man. I'm getting...
Nah, go on. Bless up, man. Bless up. Jez, shout your thing out, man. Shout your channel out. Shout out everything you need to shout out, man. I appreciate your time as always, Jez.
No worries, man. Yes, Arsenal history and more. I'm going to do a match preview for the Inter Milan game. That'd be a funny night out. Thursday night, the weekly chat show. I'll be inviting people onto that who's available, who can make it. Thanks, man, as always, for having me out. Matty, thoroughly enjoyed your show yesterday afternoon. Brilliant. That 3 hours seemed like half an hour to me, but yeah. Lee, as always, man, best show of the week. And
love, man.
Take care, everyone. And we'll speak.
I appreciate your time, man.
Good to see you, Jeff. Enjoyed it last night, man.
Take care, guys.
Top man. Cheers, Jezza. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel. Make sure you sub to Kenny Kem. Pin comment. But yeah, bless up to Jez, man. Bless up to Kenny as well. Let's go to the Liverpool comparison.
I'm going to take a splash right quickly. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. Mohamed Salah, 350. Well, obviously, he's only about 90 odd goals behind Alan Shearer. Verge, 220. Virgil van Dijk is on less money than Jesus. He's on less money than Odegaard and Declan Rice. He's on less money than 29. This don't make sense. It's mad. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And if you notice the difference here, look at the figures. Look at the figures down this side, which is what's left to pay them. What's left to pay them with the remainder of their contracts. Look how low their figures are on their side. Yes, I know some of them have only got a year left, which is cool. But some of them have got 4 years. McAllister, 150. Robbo, 160. Martinelli's on more than Robbo. Bukayo Saka's on more than Robbo. Saliba's on more than Robbo. These men have actually won major honours. These men have won Champions Leagues. All 4 of them top 4 earners have won a Champions League and a league title. McAllister, 150, World Cup winner. 150 grand a week, the same as Zinchenko. Chiesa's nicking a living, I can't lie. Alisson, 150, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. Me personally, I think it's Ederson, but you could argue either way. Yeah, I'd take the argument and say, yo, cool, Alisson. I'd understand that. Gravenberch, 150. Jota, better than all of our attackers when he's fit. 140. Noodles is nicking a living. Szoboszlai nicking a living. But still, it's only 120, guys. Gakpo, 120. Look how many players they've got 100 grand or above. And now look at this. Joe Gomez, 85. Didn't he win the title in a Champions League? Tsimikas, 75. Ibrahima Konate, 70 grand a week. Luis Diaz, 55 grand a week. 55. But we're paying Raheem Sterling 162 on loan. Make that make sense. Endo, 50 grand a week. But don't worry, guys. We'll put Moreno on 130. Harvey Elliott, 40 grand. Kwanzaa, 30 grand. Curtis Jones, 15 grand a week. Connor Bradley, 10. Kelleher needs a new fucking agent, lads. Kelleher, 10 bags a week, you know. He's on 10 grand a week. He's on 40 grand a month. There's YouTubers getting paid more than him.
Yep.
And he's a very decent goalkeeper. And then Jaros, 7 grand a week. That is insane.
That's all. What you're looking at, league play out in front of your face is in real time the stain that Edu has left at this football club. The stain.
Yep. Look at this figure here, matey. 339.9, yeah? That is the total outstanding if they all run their contracts down, they don't sign anybody else, and they just all fuck off and they've got no football team left, yeah? 339 million.
Here we go.
What's ours?
Here we go.
Let's get rid of this fucking guy over here before I get done for copyright. 500 million.
Half. You spent half a billion, and then look how much is owed. $500 million.
They've spent 800 million pounds, nearly 700 and something it is, and then you owe out still 500 million on wages.
That's dangerous.
That's fucked. No wonder he's fucking gone. Let's go Man City real quick. Man City, I'd expect to be very high.
Yeah, they've all earned it over there, you know.
Facts. Get rid of this guy. We just go to their bottom. Oh, yeah, it's not much more than ours, you know.
Yeah, but they've got enough, you know.
Ours was 505, wasn't it? Theirs is 519.
They've got enough to cover it. They've got titles. They've got money coming in. They've got stuff.
Oh, my fucking days. Savio's on 40 grand a week.
Yeah.
That's 4 times less than Sterling that we're paying on loan, 162 and a half. Oh, my fucking God.
Rico Lewis.
Doku, 50. Oscar Bob, 50. Ortega, the backup goalkeeper, 90. Yeah. Edison, oh, my fuck off. Are you for real? Edison's on 100 grand a week. Are you taking the piss? We've only got 4 players less than that.
I'm telling you, this is why Edu's out of this. I told you this. The stain of Edu is way bigger than what people were making it out to be. And so you got a bunch of our fans online today saying, "Oh, he did a great job." Y'all ain't looking at these numbers. Y'all ain't looking at these deals. Y'all ain't looking at what we are. What we have to. We've got to start clearing out more dead wood. We got to get
and look at the length of the contracts as well. It's not like they all got 1 year left. Obviously, Scott Carson has, but fucking like, come on, he's just happy to be there. Yeah. Obviously, Gundogan. Yeah, and then De Bruyne. Other than that, they're all strapped up. 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
They've got
5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 2.
League. They've baked in a value for the player. So if the player if someone comes in for a deal, they can sell the player. They can sell the player and make a profit. They can do something, do something fairly well. We don't have that.
Matty, look at that. Look who the player I've highlighted, Rodri.
Yeah.
How much he's getting paid? He's on less than Declan Rice.
This is what I'm saying, Lee. They've had a decent approach of how to evaluation of when it comes to what they need to pay players, how to maintain everything, and then how just in case somebody came in and say, hey, man, we want to take a shot at Rodri. Okay, we can make some money off of him. We don't. Kenny's been preaching that for over a year. We can't do that when it comes to our players because most of our players don't hold any value. We're back to where we were. We're back to square one again. We're back to square one. You remember everybody was talking about throwing grenades to blow up contracts? Oh, Odegaard is sitting 300. Odegaard, look at what we're paying these other players. Look at what we're paying players that are not worth what we're paying them. They're not worth it.
Anyway, wait till I go back to last year. I'll do last year. Yeah, this website is pretty much legit, bro. I can't lie. Yeah, it's pretty much nailed on. Yeah, pretty much nailed on. Yeah, this is the closest one I've seen because we know Eddie Nketiah was, look, De Bruyne 400, Grealish 300. Well, we know that's true. Yeah, Bernardo, we know 300 is true. Foden's on less than fuck off, man. I can't believe Rodri, bro, and Edison 100 grand a week,
This is why he was talking about going to Saudi.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to quadruple that.
Right, so let's go back to Arsenal and let's go back to last year. Get rid of Big Ange before I get done for copyright. Now let's go back to last year. Why? Fuck off, Ange, man, mate.
Good cat, mate. Good cat, let's, mate.
Right. So we know 29's on 280. We know that. That's facts. We know that. Reece Nelson, we know, was on 100. Eddie, we know, was on 100. This website is pretty much legit, bro. Pretty much fucking legit. Cedric, we know, was on 75.
Go back to the team when
El Neni, we know, was on 55. 45 years. Smith Rowe, 40. We know this. Oh, my fucking God. I didn't know that. Go back. My days, brother.
Go back to
Matty. Look who I've highlighted and look how much he's on.
Yeah, 30 grand. For nothing.
There's no way anybody can tell me that Eddie didn't get a backhander for that.
Go back
for a player that was free and gave him 30 grand a week.
2019 league. I want to see the team when Arteta came into it. This is everybody just blow the team.
2019.
Look at that.
So the grand total that was outstanding. Hold up. The annual. Oh, yeah, that doesn't tell me the whole total for all of them. It only tells me the annual. Okay. Look at the difference. Danny Ceballos was on loan. He was on 120. Look at that. Look at the difference here. Look at the players now. Yeah, look. Joe Willock was on 20. Martinelli was on 30 fucking grand. Now he's on 180.
Y'all think I'm crazy when I do. Now, do y'all see this? This is cold hard facts. This is what I be talking about. This is what they don't want y'all to see. The cold hard facts.
Bukayo Saka was on 10 grand a week back then.
Look at these numbers.
Look at this. Look. Lucas Torreira 75. Tierney 75. Marie 85. 90. Socrates 91. Xhaka 100. We know that was true. Leno 100. Kolasinac 100. Pepe 100. Luiz 100. Bellerin 110. The three top earners were the ones that were providing all the goals.
Go scroll up to the top, Lee. It's the very top. And they don't have it up there. Yeah, they didn't put it at the top.
But look at the difference in how it was structured back then. Yeah, you've got your three best players. Ozil, Aubameyang, and Lacazette were all the top earners. Yeah, and then the drop-off was 60 grand. Yeah, then 70 grand, and so on and so forth. And then after that, look how many players we had on 100 grand a week or more.
Emmy Mark was on 20,000. Look.
And now look at it. It's now in line with performances and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Look at Martinez. Look what we were paying Martinez.
Yeah.
And you could have just re-upped it.
And look at Reece. And I just showed he was on 100 grand a week.
Yeah.
So he's gone from 15 grand to 100 grand a week. He actually got 5 million signing on fee as well, by the way. Emmy Martinez, 20 grand a week. No wonder he fucking left. This is peak, bro. Yeah, this is actually fucking peak. Let's go to the following season.
Yeah.
Whoops. 2020, 2021. What is this website doing, bro?
Get ready because Ainge is going to be right back on there when you...
Yeah, there he
is. What's up, Ainge?
Average weekly salary was 86 grand. Willian, 138. Tierney then got a pay rise. from 75 to 110. But look, still, there's hardly any 100 grand or more out of the squad. Odegaard was on 80. He's now on 240. That's peak. Martinelli went from 70 grand a week, all the way up to 180 grand a week. Because Saka got a pay rise up to 70, fairs, and now he's on 190, fairs. William Saliba, 40, he's now on 190. Runnison, 15 grand a week. We signed him for £1 million. Why? Smith Rowe. Let's go to the following season, 2022.
This is when it starts.
Fuck off, Ange, mate.
This is when it starts.
Now look. Suarez. Yeah. Ramsdale, 60. Tommy, 55. Magalhaes, 50. Mohamed El Nini, 50. Sambi Lokonga, 50. Eddie, 45. Smith Rowe got a pay rise. Yeah. Balogun, 30. Tavares, 27. And Kunku. No, he's doing more than that, knocking on doors for double glazing. No wonder he left. Let's go to the following season. Now it's suddenly jumped to 98 grand a week average. Now look at that. More and more over 100 grand. This is insane, mate. This is actually insane. Then you go to last season. It's now 122. It's jumped up 23 grand a week average. Now look at that.
Look at the madness.
Yeah. Now we go to this season. Whoops. This season. Now it's jumped up again another 15 grand average. So when they say, oh, we had to sort the wage bill out, well, the wage bill average per player has got worse.
Yeah, up on that regime.
Look at the state of that. Look, we've literally got 4 players under 100 grand a week. Whereas before we only had 3 players on 100 grand. Fuck off, man. Yeah, no wonder Edu's bounced, bro, before it all fucking goes tits.
Yeah.
How are we getting rid of all these players? 150 for him.
Financial fair play. PFF. Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah. FFP, PSR, financial fair play. Really? Do me a favor. We're finished, mate. Yeah, this is a big mess, mate. We're going to have to start ripping contracts up again.
We're on. So what have I been saying the whole show? We're back to square one. Nobody wants to say that because we're sitting in the top half of the table. But we are literally back where we were 5 years ago.
Yep.
We're 5 years in. We're 5 years in to go back where we started. This is why it's starting to fall down. Today was a massive crack in the foundation of the Arteta syndicate.
Facts. Oh, by the way, let's just check Tottenham. Somebody said check Tottenham. Let me check Tottenham quickly. You'll be baffed by this, guys. You'll be baffed. Ours was 137 grand a week average, yeah? Tottenham's is 77.5.
Oh, Jesus.
Their top earner is Son on 190.
Look at that right there.
Son on 190. The star boy, the poster boy. Tottenham's top boy, 190. They got more money than us. They got way more money than us. They've only got...
Hey, go to Forest.
1, 2, 3, 4. They've only got 5 players on 100 grand a week or more.
Go to Forest. Let me see what Nuno.
Van der Ven is on 50 grand a week. Oh my days. Yeah, let's go Forest.
See what Forest working with.
45 grand a week average. Fuck off, Ange, mate. 2 players. Milenkovic and James Ward-Prowse. Chris Wood's on 80. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So based on the money they're spending and the money that they've invested, they're actually pound for pound fucking punching above their weight because they're above us as it stands. They probably won't finish above us. But how the fuck, yeah, can this guy here, Chris Wood, be outperforming any one of our fucking forwards when he's getting paid peanuts in comparison to what we're getting paid. Why? Because it's not about the money. Yeah, people say, yeah, the pressure at Arsenal is different. Well, it ain't, because both clubs can win fuck all and everything's great. Yeah, this is bullshit, man.
They'll say it's the Champions League. It's not Champions League because
Aston Villa.
This is just bad contracts and bad deals.
Yuri Tillman, Emmy Martinez on 150. Best goalkeeper in the world, one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Top 5.
They got quite a few on 100 plus, to be fair. Yeah, got quite a few. Watkins 130. He's better than all of our players, all of our strikers, all of our forwards.
Look at the years remaining, though, Lee. Look at the years remaining.
Yeah, 4 years.
They can, if they need to move
look
off.
At them, look, 6 years, 4 years, 6 years, 2 years, 2 years, 4 years, 3 years, 3 years, 2. They've only got Olsen. I have no idea who the fuck that is, by the way. 1 year left. That's the only one. Oh, sorry. And Courtney House. That's it. And he's on 10 bags. Every single other player is strapped up. Strapped up. John Duran, 75, 6 years left. Matty Cash, 3 years left, 80s. Diego Carlos, 2 years left. Mate, they got these men strapped up. Look how well run that club is.
Yeah, that's how your wage bill is supposed to look. Halfway decent.
That's mad.
If they need to move off a player, they can move off a player and make profit for him, and they can go get a decent player. It's not going to kill them.
Let's go
Newcastle.
Go? Yeah, let's go Newcastle.
1-0 to the tune.
62 grand a week average.
So you know what's coming. Look at what Gimmeright's making. Look at Gimmerright.
160. But look look. Let's go all the way down to Emil Cruyff, who has 1 year left. The rest are all strapped.
Watch this, Lee. Watch this. Oh, y'all, ESAT talking about bringing in ESAT. Go look at ESAT. Look
120.
Go to the far right column. Go to the far right column. How many years? How many years there?
4.
He ain't coming to Arsenal no time soon.
Nope. Because we're going to have to pay him over 200 grand a week and pay about 100 million for him.
Bingo.
Who's Lloyd Kelly? How the fuck has his agent strapped him up on 150? Big ups to him. I don't know who Lloyd Kelly is. That's a touch for him, mate. 150 grand a week. Who the fuck is Lloyd Kelly, bruv? Livramento, 50. Pocketed everybody at the weekend. Callum Wilson, 46 grand a week. They've got quite a few that are down to 1 year, but they're the lowest of earners.
Centre back from Bournemouth.
Okay. Look at that. Man's on 3 grand a week, bro. This is crazy. Dubravka, 40. Shah, 45. Callum Wilson, 46. Livramento, 50.
Look at Harvey Barnes.
Nick Pope, 60. Harvey Barnes, 80. But they're the ones that are running their contracts down. They're the lowest of earners, 40, 50s, and 60s.
They don't have anybody, no big, no.
Yeah, they ain't got no big names at their club with a year left on their contract. That's crazy. Sonali, 120 a week. Why didn't we get him? Joe Willock, 80. This is pathetic, mate. Honestly, let's go. Who else should we go? Let's go. We won't do Chelsea because we know they're strapped up to about 20-year contracts.
United is a myth. We already know about that.
Yeah. Actually, let's go United. Let's go United.
Ipswich.
23 grand a week. Average. Top earner 150, Calvin Phillips, nicking a living. Swansea, baby. Look at the drop off. They've only got one player on 100 grand.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd expect that.
Yes, Ipswich, so.
Yeah. Right, let's go to Man United.
Let's
go Man United.
These crazy ass contracts.
But even their wage bill average per player is under ours by 10 grand a week.
Alex loading out.
Bro, their wage bill is 10 grand a week average per player than ours.
Look at this.
But look, they've still got more players under 100 grand than us. Kobe Mino, 20 grand. Diallo, 28. Garnacho, 50. Nicking a living. Johnny Evans, 65. Malacia, 75. Delo, 85. Rasmus, nicking a living. Xerxes, 105. Euro. Like, it's like Casemiro is rightly their best player. Bruno, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rashford, I get it. Mason Mount, nah. Anthony, nah. Delict, cool.
Maguire,
nah. Jaden's obviously
He's
on loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the difference in drop off. They've got a couple of big earners on 300s, then they've got a couple on 200s and just shy. But you'd expect that. And then it's under, well, they've got more players under 100 grand than we have.
That we've got,
look how much they owe.
Yeah.
Ours is 505, theirs is 573. Yeah. The difference is their income's fucking light years clear of ours. So in the balance of income to payout, their percentage is less than what ours is because our income's nowhere near theirs, and we're paying out 68 million over the length of all of our contracts than they are. 68 million. If they all run their contracts down, they're paying out just shy of fucking 600 million. We're paying just over 500 million. Their income's bigger than ours.
Go to Barcelona.
Yeah, let's go Barca. Whoops.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do this at night too, by the way.
Yeah, we sit there backstage for hours doing this shit. Let's go. Club. Barcelona. 303 euros a week average. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Salaries, that's what I wanted. Salaries, Barca. Okay, so their average is 100. They're fuck off. They're all getting paid less on average, than our players. How much they're at total? They're out less than us, by the way. They're out less than us. Less than us, by the way. Lamine Yamal's on 32,000 euros a week.
2 more years too. They'll probably negotiate. He'll make well.
He is on 32,000 euros a week. That's 25 grand, 26 grand a week in pounds. Kubasi, 76 grand. Firmine, he's just signed a new deal, actually. Oh, so he's only signed it on that. Wow. Gundo's obviously gone.
Yeah.
But look how many players. Obviously, Lewandowski's fucking nicking a living, although saying that he's smashing it this season. 640 grand a week. 66.6. Wow.
Bro, he's living good, bro. He's living good.
Ansu Fati's living good as well. He's nicking a living.
Yeah, he's definitely nicking a living.
But real talk, though, yeah? Look at the difference, yeah? So take these two out, right? Because that's 1 million. So that's what? I'm just saying that's about £520,000 a week Lewandowski's getting, yeah? Frankie de Jong's on about 220 odd, 230 odd. He's owed money as well, which is why it's about 700 to be fair. Ansu Fati's nicking a living. But either way, look how low the wages are for their top earners, apart from the very top earner. Because that Frankie de Jong is on about less, well, there or thereabouts what Havertz is on, let's say, yeah? So it's only one player who signed on a free, I think, which is why he's probably got that much money in the first place. The rest of them all getting paid less than Arsenal players. Literally. They're all getting paid less than fucking Arsenal players. Where's Real Madrid? There it is. This is crazy. 238,000 euros a week, which is 190 odd pounds, 190 odd grand a week average. Mbappe, obviously. David Alaba's had a touch. Vinny, yeah, that's what, 320 grand a week. So he's on 40 grand a week more than 29. Jude, same. Valverde, 260 a week in pounds.
Oh, you got the best team, one of the best teams in Europe. You just
their total output is just under $1 billion. So take what fucking, that's about 750, £750 million roughly. So it's only 250 grand, or sorry, 150 million more than ours. Now look at the revenue they have. Guarantee their percentage from revenue to payout is better than ours. Camavinga is on fucking 200 grand a week in pounds. Carvajal, he's on 160 grand a week in pounds.
Compare that to the players in our team.
Look at Luka Modric. He's on 160 grand a week in pounds. Bro, we're paying the politician 150. Look, Lunin, Endrick, Vallejo's shit.
Odegaard.
Where's Odegaard? Yeah, there he is. 100 grand. That's what, 80 grand a week in pounds. It's all relative. And look how small their squad is. But every single one of these fuckers has won something.
Look at the difference. And then we're just paying crazy money. Somebody said do athletic.
Let's go Athletic.
Yeah.
I think theirs will be quite high. Wow. Average players on fucking 104,000 euros a week, which is about 85 grand. Oblak, Fairs, 400. So that's what, 320 grand a week?
Yeah.
Griezmann's on about 180, 190 a week in pounds. Conor Gallagher's nicking a living. But look at the difference again. Yeah, that 173,000 euros is about 130 grand a week. So they've only got really one real top earner. Then this guy, Griezmann, obviously we know he's a baller, is just shy of 200 grand in pounds. Then the rest are all less than Arsenal.
I got one for you. I got one. Go Napoli.
Just see if there's anyone down here. So Simeone's son's on less than 10 grand a week in euros.
If he's at Arsenal, they'd put an extra 3 zeros.
Lino's on 24,000 euros. Javi Gallan, shit, he's nicking a living. Sorloth, 120. So Sorloth's on about 95 grand a week in pounds. Rodrigo de Paul is on about 100 grand. No, less than that. No, about 100. Yeah, 105 grand. 105. Julian Alvarez, is on 120, 110. Yeah, 110. Look at the fucking names we're reading out here, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's go country, league. Where we're going? Italy. Napoli, yeah?
Yeah.
Oops. Where's Italy? Why can't I find Italy on there?
Go. I thought I saw it. More. Go click up on it. Now you up on the more now. I think.
Yeah, I'm on the more. Oh, there it is. There we go. Syria. Salaries. Oops.
Napoli.
59. Lukaku. Yeah, is on about 120 grand a week in pounds. That's their top earner. Yes, their income's less. So they're paying out just shy of just shy of 200 million pounds if they went the full length. So ours is only 2.5 times bigger than theirs, or 2.25 times bigger than theirs. Scott McTominay's on about 80 grand a week. Victor Osimhen, obviously he's gone on loan, but he's on about 75 a week. Billy Gilmore is on about 50 grand a week. Cavradonna is on about fucking 30 grand a week. This is mad, bro.
And you see how other teams the pay fluctuates with success, and
the top earner is the top earner, and then the rest you have to earn that.
Yeah,
Lukaku's earned it because he scored goals for fun. Although I don't rate him, but they rate him, hence why they bought him. And he's their top earner on about 120 grand a week, bro. Zinchenko's getting paid more than him. Calafiori, Marino, they're all getting paid more than him.
You remember on Coming to America when they McDowell and the dude say, just reaching the draw. He's like, that was Sinbad made a joke. He was about McDonald's. And Sinbad said, he said, yeah, man, folks don't know how to count money. He said, so the dude, he said, just look at you, say, man, just reach in the jar and take out how much you think you should get. That's what we do with our players. Hey, man, how much you think you should make? Just write it down on a sheet of paper. We'll get it to you. That's what we do.
Man said, what's the tax rate in Italy? I've just Googled it, yeah? Over 50 grand is 43%. And in England, I think it's about 50.
So somebody said PSG. I don't know. That'd be interesting, actually, most of these superstars
in England. Yeah. I'll have a look. I'll need to pisto quickly.
Yeah.
In England, 2024. The higher rate of tax, you will pay 40%. So it's there or thereabouts the same. Higher rate of tax in England, if you earn over 50 grand to 125, is 40%. Yeah, 40%. It can go up to, if over 125, so 45%. So it's actually a higher tax bracket in England than it is in Italy by 2%. That's mad. So the tax rate's there or there, but it's the same. All right, let me go for a piss quickly and we'll do PSG, yeah? All right, listen, there's still 1,700 in it. Make sure you sub into Matty. Make sure you check out his stream from earlier as well, people, yeah? And from yesterday. But I'll be 1 minute, guys.
Yep. What you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the Arteta syndicate at its best, man. Edu and this bunch have completely left us void. I'm telling you all, this season, this is why you're starting to see it. We're already in 5th place. We've got a lot of games going on this year. For those who don't know, I'm just telling you, go look at our games coming up. Go look at the next 15 games that we've got, and then look at the last 2 months of what we've got coming down the pipe. We probably not gonna make top 4 this year. Or if we continue on the pace that we're on at the same rate of play that we're playing, we're not making top 4. I'm telling you that now, and it's going to create a lot of cause for concern because this manager, Edu, the sins of this Edu Gaspar is all over this team. And I'm telling you all, it's going to be rough because players are going to start leaving. Did anybody see the look on Saliba's face this past weekend? He looks like a man that's tired. He looks like a man that's worn out. Like he's going to be out of here. Soccer is going to be another one that's going to be out of here. We're going to be having players that are going to be bolting for the door, and then we're going to be stuck with the likes of Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to be sitting here at this football club because nobody is going to pay him what he's getting paid because they know he's not even there. He's not even worth it. We are in an absolute mess. Lee just showed y'all the salaries. Everybody on the team is almost making £100,000. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And most of this started in the Europa. When we was in the Europa League, they were just throwing money at players instead of buying quality players. They were just throwing money at players, just trying to wheel them in. And so now those same players, you saw it, the numbers went from one, and some folks quadruple what they were getting paid. But you have to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, does those numbers that we saw, does that match what you see on the field? Y'all saw the graphic. Y'all saw the infamous U-shaped graphic. Is that worth what we're seeing on the field? And this is why Edu hauled ass out of Arsenal this morning. He got out of there because he knew that people have caught on to this stuff. And this is why I said Arteta's next. Because, see, every loss is just another link in the chain that's loosening for Arteta. Every drop point this year is another link in the chain that is dropping down for Arteta. Another loss is people going to start turning around and start looking. Because, see, now it's on him. It's on him. He's got a January transfer window. He's going to have to try to beg and plead to say, can I get somebody with something to stop the bleeding? Because we're free fall this season, y'all. We are not going to make the top 4 as easy as we've done the last couple of seasons. This is going to be a top 6 race, and we're in it. We're in 5th now. We're in trouble.
Sporting Lisbon.
Look at that.
Players on 19 grand a week. So that's what? 19. That's about 14, 15 grand a week in pounds. Gyökeres, 46. So take off 9 off of that roughly. So yeah, he's on about 37 grand a week. You're telling me we couldn't have gone and signed him in the summer? 37 grand a week he's on. Yeah, offer him 100 grand a week and pay the 80 million pound buyout clause, and you got him, innit? So 80 million. Yeah, pay him 100 grand a week for 5 years. There's 25. 26. Yeah, you've done 106 million. Now you got a striker. This is bullshit, bro. And this team have just come and done another title. Diamande, fuck off. He's only... Oh, do me a favour, mate. Really? You see the guy underneath? Ivan Freshneda? Yeah, Arsenal looked at him. He was at Valladolid. Left wing back.
Lee, I'm telling you,
he's on 11. He's on 9 grand. Yeah, that's about £7,500 a week.
I'm telling you, Edu has made a complete mess of this football club.
Yep. Where's the other guy? Marcus Edwards used to play for Spurs. All right, mate, this is a joke. Look at this team, by the way. Their total outgoing pay is 82.9 million if they run all them contracts down. And let's have a look at this. Oh, look, they've only got this guy with a year left. Then you've got to go all the way down here to find another one with a year left, and then this guy with a year left. And they're tiny little earners, 7 bags, 6 bags, and this guy's on 22. All of their top players on 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Look, every single one of them. Every single one of them, bro. 3 years, 5 years, 4. Look.
Hey, go to Inter Milan since we played him this week. Go to Inter Milan.
Yeah, let's go in.
Yeah.
Then we'll do PSG, yeah?
Yep.
In extensions. No extensions. Did I do it right? Salaries. There we go. Inter Milano. This fucking Ange thing needs to fuck off. Lautaro, £260,000 a week. Barea.
Bastoni.
Yeah, Bastoni's a bad boy as well. He's a very good defender, that guy. Yeah, look at this. Mkhitaryan's on £75,000 a week. Dumfries is on about 48 grand a week. This is mad. Where's DeMarco? Where's DeMarcos or DeMarco? There he is. DeMarco. Yeah, he's on 120 odd, 125. He's a very good player, that guy. Yeah, but look. And they owe out, what, 370 million pounds. So they're not a million miles behind what we owe out with our 505. But look at the difference in the structure of pay. Yeah, and again, De Vrie's got 1 year, Correa's got 1 year, and Nautovic's got 1 year, but he's coming to the end of his career anyway.
That's another successful team.
But
Champions League finalists.
Most of them are strapped up.
Yep, and
most of them are strapped up, and the ones that ain't, they're either coming to the end of their career or down the bottom here that are the lowest earners. Yeah, Dumfries needs to get strapped up again, but I think he'll leave anyway. And Nautovic is coming to the end of his career. He'll be gone in the summer.
Yeah.
Correa's never any good anyway. Yeah. De Vries, don't know, maybe they'll strap him up or not, but either way, yeah, they're going to fucking he's gone. Let's say he goes, yeah? Look at the rest of their players, the ones that are the main key players, really. Yeah, they're all on big deals.
Yep, locked in.
For the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
If you want them, you're going to have to pay some money.
Facts. Yeah, and guess what? They're not on massively ridiculous wages, which means that we can go and get these players.
Who's realistically available?
Right, let's go to PSG. Let's go PSG. Because I've not checked PSG's ever. Clubs. PSG. Look how low their wage bill is per player. See what their total is. Their total is fucking 140. Their total payout is about 550 million pounds. Ours was 505. So it's there or thereabouts the same. Roughly. I'm just guessing based off of the exchange. Dembele's their highest earner. But look how many players under 100 grand they got, by the way, compared to us. Oh, fucking froze, mate. Fucking StreamYard being a bitch again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Yeah, come back in about a minute or 90 seconds or so. I can't move anything. Just froze the whole screen.
All right. No problem, man. No problem. I'll take the wheel.
But yeah, this is pathetic, bro. Like, Donnarumma is on 210, 200, yeah, about 190. 190. Hakimi is on 200. 220. Yeah, Vitinha is on about 85. This is crazy. Nuno Mendes just signed for them. 2 years ago, he signed for them. You're on a 4-year deal on 27 grand, which is what, fucking, yeah, about £22,000.
Yeah.
This is mad.
We're in trouble, man. Number why we in major trouble. You look at these other teams, man. The success that these other teams have had, they're paying less. You know, everything's organized. Just go to show you, we had a complete a dunce running the day-to-day operations, man.
Yep.
And he's got out here. The writing's on the wall, man.
He got out while he could because he's realized that they've fucked up. Yeah. There's definitely a problem. There we go. It's rejigged. Definitely a problem at that football club, mate. I'm convinced of it. But look at this. Marquinhos has been there for time. He's still got 4 years left.
Now I can't see you. You
Can't see me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So I'm saying StreamYard's a joke. Let me come out and come back in, yeah?
Yeah. We're in trouble, y'all. We're in trouble, man. We're in major trouble this year. We're in major trouble. This Arteta, not Arteta, but this Edu is just basically, man, made a mess, and he's gotten out of Dodge, man. He's gotten out of Dodge, man. This is the best thing that happened to this club in a while, man, for him to get out of here. Because he's cost us this year, the season, the last year, and the year before that. He's completely wasted our time. He's a waste of time.
Yep. Yeah, he's a fraud. Absolute fraud.
Certified fraud, man. Certified fraud, man.
So I'm saying, look at all these out, 80 million for 80K a week for seniors are still.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 605 million overall. There you go. So it's 100 million more than ours. Yeah, the website's Capology. It's a very good website. Very good website. It's pretty much there or thereabouts spot on. Nuno mentioned 20 grand a week. It's a joke, isn't it? And look how much we're paying shit players at our club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an absolute disgrace, mate. Lamine Yamal is on 32,000 euros a week, which is about 26 grand. 26,000 pounds a week. Yamal, the best winger in the world.
Yep.
Big up Siddharth as well for that super chat earlier, my guy. I didn't read it, but bless, brother. Get Ralph Ragnick. Bro, that 800 million we've wasted, we could have bought a nuclear fucking missile, bro, and we could have done the whole madness.
A warrior. I thought you could build another stadium.
Yeah. It's a joke, isn't it? It's an absolute joke. I'm sick to death for this club, bro.
People asking in the chat, who would you want as sporting director? I personally, like I said, I'd be looking at places like Dortmund. I'd be looking at places that have, because see, we're going to be in a situation where we're not going to get another 800 million pounds to spend. We know that this is 100% certified fact. We know that ain't happening. So the best way to alleviate that is you got to get a sporting director that knows the European market and know where to find talent.
Just signed a new contract with Leipzig. Look how much he's on.
Yeah. 90
grand a week.
Yep. We re-up people for 400 pounds.
90 grand a week, and you're telling me that we couldn't get that deal done this summer.
This I'm telling you, this
couldn't get that deal done, you know.
The sins of Edu are all over this.
5-year deal. Look at Leipzig, by the way. Look, they've only got 2 players with a year left on their contract. One's the lowest earner, and the other one is Vermeeren.
You know when you
and I think he's on loan, isn't he? I think he's on loan from. Is he on loan from Atleti? I think he's on loan from Atleti.
When you watch those,
and then they got Xavi Simons, but he's on loan as well. So the ones they've got are on loan, I think. But sorry, mate, go on.
Yeah, no. When you watch these crime TV shows and they dust for fingerprints, and then the fingerprints show up, and you see them in the blue, that's what you see with Edu when it comes to all our business. It's just crime all over.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. And somebody said in the chat, the fan base is to blame for this because they should be calling this. They should have been calling this out.
That's mad. Yeah, we just did sporting, bro. We did sporting, Greg.
We did sporting, man.
Big up Darth, bro. We City just got the sporting director. We need to go and get Benfica's sporting director. Benfica. They make the most money out of every club in Europe. Yeah, off of sales. Let's go and get that guy. Go and get him. Go and get him. Big up, bro. Man said Sesko wanted to stay. You're not making sense. Yeah, if you dangled 300 grand a week in his face, mate, and bid the money, we would have got him, wouldn't we? Why would Sesko want to stay at Leipzig when they got no chance of winning anything? Let's be real with it. They ain't going to win fuck all. Let's just be real with it. He's on 90 grand a week. If we said, yo, we'll give you 200 grand a week. Yeah, you'll be the focal point up front. You can be the guy that gets us over the line. And we'll pay 70 million quid to get you out of the club. You said me he ain't coming.
This ain't to take a shot at that fellow, but this is what I'm saying is that this is when we talk about moving like a big club. Bro, you go to the door, put the money down, and then see what the world happens. You don't even know. Most of us, see how we cut ourselves off before we even try to do it? Why would he do that? Yep. You hadn't even tried.
We said this about Harry Kane, innit?
Yeah.
We sat backstage the other day and said, why don't we just go and put 150 on the table for Harry Kane and say, reject that bitch?
Yeah.
Reject it. Go on. I dare you, Levy. Reject 150. They sold him for 80 fucking million.
Put 150 on the table and you watch. And you know how much Levy like money. What you going to do? We're going to call you bluff.
Yep. And
that
then
way,
Levy had accepted because he's a little bit like he likes the money.
Yeah.
It's about the money. Yeah. But then Harry Kane would have probably rejected it.
Yeah. But at
least you had the chance.
Yeah. You had the chance. It's called intent.
Yeah.
It's just like what Man United just did with their manager. He was nowhere near, no rumors, no links, no nothing. And all of a sudden, he's pulling up in 7 days over to Trafford.
Facts. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit. Big up Marcel Moreno. Big up Lee. As a Bayern fan, I'm here in Arsenal. I'm monitoring Leroy Sané. Arteta thinks it's 2018. I want Sané, Sterling, Jesus front line.
You know what, bro? I didn't even put that together. I ain't even thought about that, man.
This is peak. I can't lie.
Yeah,
this is peak. Big up to you, my bro.
Long anyway, because Sané, he can dance his own tune after a while. Him and Arteta fall out real quick.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Big up Silver Ronin. I smell money laundering shenanigans. Bro, how do we sign a player that is free for £2.6 million in Marquinhos, yeah, and then give the guy 30 grand a week?
For everybody that's coming in.
How do we sign a player called Runnison, yeah, for £1 million and give him 15 grand a week? For
everybody coming in lately, the Arteta syndicate. Arteta, Edu, Kroenke, Garlic, Tim Lewis, Vinay, AFTV, Friends of Aaron, Babs, and any Arsenal fan under 12 on Twitter. That's your hierarchy right there. That's the hierarchy.
You need to add the journos on there.
Yeah, I'll make an adjustment and slide them down there with the U12 on Twitter. Yeah.
Man said the X is cooking me on his new vid. What have I done? Piss off, X, man. Leave me alone, man. This is bullying. Internet bullying is not acceptable.
But yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there. That's what's the problem at this football club right here.
This is peak. It's actually peak. When you actually deep it is actually true as well.
Yeah, that's why I did it. That's what the first thing I thought came to mind. I was like, the crime syndicate. Where you got two heads at the table. You know, hey man, you're gonna go pop Johnny V, man. Yeah, we're gonna get Johnny V. Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. For those who watch TV over in the States, Tulsa King, this is what this is. This is this kind of stuff. You're gonna go pop Johnny V? Yeah, man, that's it right there.
No,
you know, anybody want to know why Richie did Bobby Lupo? You know, that kind of stuff. This is it right here. This is it. This is. I'm telling you, Lee. I guarantee you, this is it. When Edu walked out today, it caught Arteta off guard. Arteta and Edu probably had already fell out at some, like you said, fell out at some stage. Arteta knows he can't hide behind Edu anymore.
Yep.
Arteta and
but this is where we're going to see it go south now, or come to fruition.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's gassed up Edu. What is Edu cooking? He's cooking salmonella, lads. Yeah, but then was it Arteta that was cooking salmonella and Edu was just a puppet fronting it? Yeah, because now he's left. Vinay's left. This guy's on his ones. Well, he's not on his ones. He's got the full club backing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he has to deliver because then we can go, well, actually, it was fucking him after all. Yeah, it weren't Edu. It was him. And we won't know about whether it was Edu or whether it was this guy, Arteta, for the next 2 or 3 transfer windows. Because this guy ain't getting sacked anytime soon, bro. We'd have to pay him 15 million a year for the rest of his contract to fuck him off.
Yeah. This is why I say he's going to walk at the end of the season. He's going to walk, he's going to save face. Super fans will go, oh, man, he's brought us back from the depths of hell. All that kind of stuff. And he's going, you know, he'll eat it up, narcissistic, and he'll take you off into the sunset he goes. And then guess where we at, Lee? Right back where
that's stage one where it was where they got the job.
Next manager, he'll get 120 million tops. Fans will stay off with his head, and then we back on the same circle again. Circle of life.
Yeah, then they'll go and get another probably go and get the Brighton hipster manager that's 31 years old. And it's a youth project again. Round and round and round we go. This club's a disgrace. Listen, we are going to wrap this up. 46 subs away from 105k, by the way. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. Big up to Matty for giving up his time as always. Big up to Jez. Big up to Kenny. Matty, what you got coming up on your channel, my guy?
Well, brother, I've recorded two videos here. If you have not seen them, go check them out. Especially now that this is over with Edu, you'll get a nice laugh. And we went in this morning on this Edu and now we're getting ready to get started on the Supreme Doofus. He's gonna be the next person I deal with, and I'll be with you on Wednesday. We'll be watching enters. We watch a proper manager. Get prepared to lay the wood to this manager. Pause. But I'm here to tell you, it's gonna be absolute rough going forward, and we're gonna find out. It's for Eli. It's the Southern Gooner. Just look up Southern Gooner.
It's pinned comment, mate. Pinned comment. All the channels are there.
We're gonna find out what this manager's made of now, because now either he's gonna change his wicked ways, or he's gonna continue on in those wicked ways.
Facts. Pinned comment in the live chat, guys. Is Matty's channel and Jez's channel and Kenny's Insta.
Yeah, we're gonna see earlier. I mean, no, excuse me. We're gonna see later on. Pardon me. When starting this week, we'll be able to see an assessment real quick. It won't take about 3 or 4 games, and you'll know where we headed.
Facts, absolute facts. Listen, there's still 1,500 in here. We're going to redirect to rants. I'm going live in about 40 minutes. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going live for the Fulham Brentford game. Big up to Mike. SD is a stock traders. Edu, you got the 1%. Now you need to go and get the 0.01%. Simple as, no guarantee it'll work.
The top,
yeah, but you don't know what won't. Exactly, facts, bro. Yeah, go and get the toppest of top. You know, I'm not talking about gooners. But yeah, it's what it is. This show's been epic, man. 3 hours has flown by as well. Bless up to everyone who's locked in. Bless up to everyone who's liked, shared, commented, donated. Make sure you are subbing to Matty. Make sure you sub to me, to Jez. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken. Like I said, 46 subs away from 105k, 45 now. And I'll be live on Lee Reacts. Check out Matty's channel. Videos on there, uploads on there, lives, everything. And yeah, I'll be back for Fulham Brentford. We can see all of our ex-players balled out tonight.
Yeah.
Rants, Raid rants with Lee Raid. He's live with Flawless. We're out. Cronky out.
Oh, Edu's already out.